Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
What up?
Hi.
We stupid. What's going on, everybody? It's episode 24. Like, you know, with the beep, beep, beep.
Oh, I remember that show.
There you go.
That's 24.
Oh, yeah.
24. That's how all my niggas roll.
Hey.
Oh, I forgot, you know the edited version.
Oh.
I prefer.
Fuck that. But, it's your guy, Sean, Mr. NJ Brick City.
Just Kia. Hey, guys.
It's your boy, Andy Hardaway, a.k.a. Benjamin Button.
There's a lot of different things going
Jr.
that way.
a.k.a. Arsenio Hall, a.k.a. Himbo Slice. Been playing Nintendo 64 on my Sega Genesis. What's up, y'all?
It's a really good intro.
And I'm Oz.
Good job.
And I'm Oz.
Yeah, man, we back again, man. Another episode. Shout out to
Back
Joe,
again.
Jacob. Shout out to the big homie Ajay, man. I talked to him.
Shout out.
Ajay.
And I know, shout out for, Veterans Day for.
Oh yeah, that just passed. Shout out.
Oh, yeah, for
He's a
sure.
veteran.
Yep.
Absolutely. All the veterans. Appreciate y'all,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate
Word.
that, club. Appreciate that shit, club. We need y'all, club. Yeah, man. You know, we back again. It's cold. It's brick as fuck. So
Brick?
Yeah, it's brick.
Don't say that shit. My brother's been saying that shit.
Oh,
like
it's
every
brick?
second of the day. Like,
Oh, it's brick?
Yo, it's brick. Yeah.
When does that term, what's the origin of it? Like, I understand it means that it's
brick
cold,
housing.
but...
When you touch the
I
brick
get
housing,
it.
it's really cold because.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Oh.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you.
Yeah, but I mean, we use it up north. Like, yo, niggas brick.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I was trying to figure out, like, usually slang comes from something that is, like, true to the word.
You know.
You're right.
Darian got me.
I used it in a different way.
What?
Girl, my dick on brick.
Oh.
Brick right now.
Damn, bro.
That sounds aggressive.
Oh my
That
god.
sounds hella aggressive, bro. Oh, what
Brick
up?
dick.
It sounds uncomfortable.
Oh, yo, your boy Huggy said, yo, Josh, at least take off your bag.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Oh, I'll turn it around.
Yo.
At least take off the
Yeah.
bag.
Shit.
Shout out to my
Hey,
boy
Terrence.
Terrence, yo. That's my guy, yo. That's
Yeah,
Huggy.
the
I
homie.
haven't seen
That's
that.
I ain't
the
seen
homie.
Mario in a minute.
Yeah, I know, man. You gotta come back to visit, G. But yeah, it's been cold, yo. Like, we were spoiled with having like somewhat good weather for the past couple of weeks, and then out of the blue, it just gets cold as shit.
That rain.
Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
rain was good though.
Netflix and chill weather right here.
Did y'all see the new one? Disney Plus Dick?
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
While we out there watching, you know, the Avengers and Slam Down Orions.
Hulu
Yo, I
Gulu.
need to watch that, man.
Ew! What the fuck, bro? You disgusting, bro.
Sling song.
I got Schlinger Dinger.
Sling-a-ling.
Yep, all of that. Hey, Danye. Is that how you pronounce it? Danye?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Diane? How you doing? But yeah, man. You know, like,
Slammers on Prime.
ugh, you ever heard that slime? I saw slime.
Just don't get it in her eye.
Oh, wow. You guys are wild.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Apparently it burns.
It does. It's not
I've
okay.
heard, yeah, I've
Yeah, it's
heard.
not
I
okay.
did that one time to this
Yeah,
one chick. And she was
Damn, bro.
And it's like a
shooting
prolonged
it in the
thing. Like you're like, oh, I think I'm fine, and then it starts to hurt.
I didn't mean to. She was like, "Come on my face." I was like, "All right." She was like,
I tried that once. I didn't like
"Ah, what the fuck, my eye?" I was like, "Oh shit."
it. She
My
should
bad.
have closed her eye. Did she leave it open?
She did, but I think she opened it. Real
Ah,
quick.
damn, sis.
And it just kind of ran into her eye.
Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
so I was like
Yeah.
this. About time to hit the old dusty trail.
That's shitty.
Chardonnay, what's up, Chardonnay?
That's so shitty, dog.
That mace on her, bro.
Ugh. Nah, I ain't give her that maze. Give her that glaze.
All right.
That glaze.
You guys are so dumb.
Lazy Mace.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so
India,
my
Letitia,
2 weeks,
what's up?
guys.
Please tell us. And everybody who's watching this live, share it. Please share it.
Please share, guys. We like.
Yeah.
Never mind. Share, please. I was about to say we like to be shared, but never mind.
We like to be shared.
Yeah, my birthday was last Friday, guys. Woo.
That's what's up.
Yep. I had a wedding in Atlanta on Thursday, which is why I wasn't here last Wednesday. It was beautiful, open bar. So we appreciate
that's
that.
the type of weddings I like.
Yeah, but it was a small, it was probably like 50 people total, including the wedding party. So they kept it small so we could, get a lot of stuff.
It's a compromise.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was fun. She's a close friend, and I remember, I was there when they first started dating. So it was cool.
Okay.
And her wedding dress had pockets.
Oh, wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how that worked out.
They put it in to line up with the seam.
Okay.
Yep.
Shit.
It was very
no,
cute.
what?
The seam of the dress
I
on
bet
the
he said
sides.
that.
Wait.
I'm talking about a Huda, what?
No, she said that. I didn't know what she said.
Oh, her wedding dress had pockets.
So.
No, I mean, what was the name of the scene?
No, that's just what it is. Like the seam on the dress.
Oh,
Yeah.
So wait, maybe. So
Oh,
what
it
she-
may be,
so
but
what
I don't
does
know.
she have in her pockets?
Her vows, her wedding vows. They wrote their vows. Yeah. So yeah, that was beautiful. And then Friday morning, shout out to Haley D. She probably still at work or something, but she made me birthday breakfast.
Oh, wow.
So that was nice. Whole 9 yards, man. I got the grits, the bacon, the sausage, chopped fresh fruit, mimosa. You know what I'm saying?
Sausage? Did you get the breakfast sausage?
Got the Roger Wood.
Oh,
But it was chopped up. So
Oh, wait.
Oh. You get the Jimmy Dean?
nah, those are small.
The Jimmy Sling.
Oh, shit.
She don't want that. She
Want
want
the
that.
boss?
Well, I ain't gonna talk a lot of trash about small ones. I mean, you just gotta know what to do. Anywho.
Wait, what?
She was the Oscar Mayer.
So that was cool, and then I slept a lot, and then I met the main for dinner, and we went to the Cirque du Soleil show in Atlanta.
Oh, the squirt.
Y'all ignorant. It was really cool though. It was really dope. It was my second time going, but it was his first, so he really enjoyed it. So that was fun.
They
And
had their
then
titties out and stuff.
not Cirque du Soleil.
I thought they did. No,
I
I
thought
thought
they
like
did too.
I thought like they be like
I think the one in
topless or something like that. Like
the
in
one in New
Paris.
Orleans like that or something.
Maybe Vegas.
Maybe
I don't
Vegas.
know.
Or
I don't
something.
know.
'Cause
But
I could have sworn I saw like
wait, Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
they be doing all that acrobatic stuff on the ropes and stuff. I think like that. Not saying like big boobs
like-
be out. I think they be kind of like
I feel
just
like you
out
had
and
that
have
in a dream.
pasties.
No,
I'm being
I was about to
serious.
say, I used to watch that all the time on TV, and I never.
I
No,
mean,
this,
they probably got
this
different
ain't the TV version.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Oh.
other
Porns.
adult version
Yeah.
of it that they
That's
do.
not, well, the one that I went to was child friendly, so.
Okay.
But they
That's
did.
all I was
do
asking.
I'm just saying.
They
still
did
have
some really
circuses
cool
and shit?
stuff.
They didn't ban all circuses yet.
No, nigga.
Well, it's not like the let's bring out the animals and
Oh,
the
it's
clowns
like
and stuff like
stunts
that.
and
It's like he said, acrobatics, aerial stuff. You got the
Yeah.
trampoline people, just a lot of cool stuff. So they had the ring jumpers. That shit was dope. Like
Yeah,
these
they
niggas
jumping
was
through
jumping
the
and
ring.
flipping through hoops that was spinning. It was a lot, but
Okay.
it was cool. And then we stayed at this hotel called the Moxie, which
Yep.
is I love the Moxie. For those who don't know, Midtown, yeah. It's
right
like
here.
it's a part of the Marriott chain, but
Yep.
it's like a boutique hotel, so it's not like typical corporate. They have like different specialties or specifics.
It's a minimalist type hotel where like they kind of just got like the bare essential type shit. Like
Yeah, but the rooms are still really nice.
Yeah.
And that heat was so good. And then the check-in isn't like a desk; it's a bar.
Yep.
And then like with his, he got 2 free drinks with the room. So went downstairs, got that. They had pool downstairs. They had
all type of games, chess,
Jenga,
all type of
yeah.
shit, shuffleboard type.
They had
shit.
the shuffleboard thing. They had a record player that was playing Outkast music. You can
Yeah.
listen to with headphones. It was
Like when
super
you walk
dope.
through, they got like albums and they got like Paper Trail, all type of shit. Like,
The vibe was
lit.
super dope. It was super dope.
did y'all go to the bar that's on like the 6th floor?
No,
Just
we
like
just
a
went to the
little-
first floor bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to the first floor bar. So that was cool. And then that night, so he used to live like in Midtown and go out there a lot. So he just kind of showed me some of the bars that he used to go to. They had strong drinks, but it was a good night.
Because there was a tiki bar right across the street.
So that was one of his old stomping grounds. Tiki bar and a Lava Lounge.
Yep.
Together.
Yep.
Yeah, so we went there, and then there was another place. I
We
forgot
went
the
to
name
Lava
of it.
Lounge.
Exactly. See, I knew it was going to resonate with you. Like, oh shit, this makes sense.
Yeah.
That's where we was at when me and him went to Atlanta, and then when me and T went for my birthday, we stayed at the Moxie. So everything you're saying, yeah, like the picture, like when you walk in, you got that big picture, like that bear and shit and all that. Like it's so dope. Like even the free drinks and all that.
Yeah, it's chill.
And the drinks were good.
They had a mixed drink on tap, and that shit was busting. I forgot what it was called, but it was busting. It
I
had
think
like
it was
Bacardi and some kind of lime juice.
Yeah.
It was busting. So yeah, all that stuff was dope. We went to eat at this place called Laura. I think it's called. It's like a seafood restaurant. And the food was subpar, but the service was really good. That's pretty much everything. Went to the bar. He bought bartenders drinks. That's often the case. One thing I learned, like, money really does talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we left, he tipped. So the girl didn't charge us for the shots, first of all. He bought 2 rounds of shots for us and for them.
Yeah.
So she only charged him $5. He left her a $40 tip. And then I don't know what he tipped the hookah guy, but he was right there the entire night. Like, hey, my man, you good? You need some more coal? What's up? Like, I was like, damn, he got good customer service. And he was like, nah, I just tipped him really well. I was like, okay.
This guy is
So,
lit.
Yeah, he don't mind spending money. Like, it's cool. But yeah, so we had a good time, man. Came back, had a shower session, good time.
Oh, shit! Shower of power.
Yeah, bro. Came back.
Yeah.
So I told him he was out here looking like what's my man? The black superhero that was on. He had the show on Netflix. Dark skinned dude.
You talking about Luke Cage?
Yeah, his outfit reminded me of Luke Cage. Like he had like the hoodie and then he had a long trench coat over it. I was like, sir, you looking real zaddy-ish today. So,
Shit.
So y'all got nice and sudsy.
and did.
Yeah.
Had to
So,
drink
yeah, it was a good
the
night.
Yeah, man.
It was a good night. It was a good morning.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Got that breakfast sausage.
And then we went to brunch at Five Church, which is like one of my favorite places to eat in general. So
What's it? What?
Five Church.
I never
Yeah,
heard
they
of
have
it.
one here in Charlotte too.
Okay.
It's
I
off
just know
Church
Church's
Street.
chicken. I don't know about a fried chicken.
Shut up.
Yeah, Five Church be busting now.
Oh my god.
I don't
You
even
don't
know
fuck with
why
Church's
y'all fuck
chicken?
with- No, I don't.
I don't fuck with
I
that
never
shit.
did. That shit be too greasy, dog.
That shit ain't real.
Biscuits the truth.
You get a 24 pieces
Yeah,
of chicken for
Biscuits are
$8.
good.
I'm
though.
like, hold
I
on.
like biscuits from them.
Bruh,
I used to eat the biscuits, but that was it. I couldn't do nothing else.
Get this 50 piece for $1. Like, bro, what the
Bro,
fuck?
I'm trying to tell you, that shit is not real chicken. It can't be.
Like, nigga, this is a pigeon. Nah, that's good. That's good.
I mean, it's a bird.
Exactly. Just eat it, bro. Just eat it.
Just eat it. You love it.
But that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you liked that hotel. Though. 'Cause like I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
Me and T, we loved it.
It was super dope. It was super dope.
I like
so.
how when you walk past the bed, like under the bed, it just lights up.
It lights up. I was like, yo, that's so tough.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was dope. I
Yeah.
loved
The
it.
bathroom was gorgeous. Like,
It
it
was
was
dope.
small, but it was good.
Yeah, so it makes me wonder like which rooms did like y'all had because we kind of had like the room where it was just the bed, TV, desk, the 2 end tables, nightstands, and then the bathroom. That was
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, y'all had like the kind of basic one like we did. So it was nice.
Yeah. So it was cool. Genuinely enjoyed the weekend, and I made it back home on Saturday with time to sleep and all that good shit. So
Damn, you living your best life out here, Black Queen.
living my.
Check out. Done had a birthday, got some dick, got some food.
I'm a whole 28 now, guys.
Damn, you old as fuck.
I feel it.
Nah, fuck that. You old as shit.
You sound bitter. You mad?
That's what everybody said to me when I turned 20. I was like, nigga, I'm still in my 20s.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Niggas want you to be old like that.
Yeah, my
You got
cousin.
30, nigga. Shut up.
Nigga, my cousin be doing. You met my cousin. He be talking shit. He like, man, you old ass, you bitch ass, old ass nigga. I'm like, bro, what did I do to you?
Love you too.
He just talks to me like that. Like he doesn't
You talk to him like that too.
No, I don't. I'm like, bro, chill out.
Man, y'all niggas be talking
I'm like,
shit.
man, I was like, yo, fuck you, bro. Like
That's how y'all love each other.
Yeah,
That's cute.
You know what's so funny? Like, quick story. Like, when I first moved down here, and he lived around the corner from me, we was just friends. Cause I didn't. He was just my friend, so I didn't know nothing about it. Like, it's just my friend. So, go down, in life, and it's like, all right, cool. Years go by. And he was talking about like, yeah, my his dad's father died. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he told me who his dad's father was. I was like, wait a second, like, bruh, like, does he have a son named Chris? He was like, yeah. Oh, yo, son, that's my cousin. He's like, yo, that's my cousin. I'm like, that's like my second cousin, dog. He's like, oh, word? Like, we've been calling each other cuz for so long, like, oh, shit.
So y'all are like third cousins?
Yeah, I'm like, that's really my cousin. I was like, okay. I'm like, it made sense. I was like, that's why I mean you always rock together. So yeah, shout out to my cousin Kentavious, aka Rashid, man. That's my guy, bro.
Okay, Kentavious, no Kunta, I see you.
Pimpin' Ken. That's my guy. Well, what's up, Josh? How was your week, bro?
My week was good, so I got some bad news.
Lay it on us, champ.
Oh, yeah, you know, just got my new schedule for my promotion. And I gotta go mornings. I've never worked mornings. I've never worked before 8 o'clock in my life.
Oh, I thought you did mornings at one time.
That was 9 to 3:30.
Oh.
Never before 8. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, damn.
Never got up there early. So basically, I'm gonna have to, when I go to sleep is when I'm gonna have to wake up. So it's gonna be a whole life adjustment for me.
Right.
I mean, it's a new challenge in life, you know, small thing to a giant, but you know, I'm just trying to figure out. Niggas go to lunch at 8, 9 in the morning. What the fuck do I eat for lunch at 8 in the morning? I got
breakfast.
Nah, they say motherfucker be eating lasagna and pork chop.
Oh yeah, you eat whatever you made last night or whatever it is, but you could just go eat breakfast.
I mean, I
That's
love
what do.
dinner for breakfast, so that would be right up my alley.
I'm gonna have to go back to eating cereal, like cinnamon toast crunch.
Bruh. I told you,
You
coffee.
should get some King Vitamin.
Oh hell no, I hate that shit.
What?
Shit like cardboard.
I don't think this is wildin', dog.
I'm gonna get some of that. I'll get some of that kashi.
Oh, that healthy cereal?
I need Takashi.
Nah, I'm good on
Don't
that.
eat that shit. Snitching and shit.
Oh, be like Snicks are for kids. Snicks are for kids. Telling all your friends.
Nah, man, I was gonna suggest, like, do you fuck with like bagels and shit?
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Get some bagels, man. Get some bagels. All you gotta do is put some cream
Probably
cheese on
gonna
that shit.
I'm probably get some bagels and probably like eat some fruit or something.
Omelets.
Well, I actually plan on getting a Ninja blender on Black Friday, so I can start making smoothies.
Ninja.
Yeah, kind of like, I don't know if you've seen the one I have in my kitchen. You should get something like that, man, 'cause that's what I have.
A magic bullet is good too.
Yeah.
Those are real good.
Pretty much.
Bullets are wonderful.
They're really good at
The
making.
ones that make smoothies, not with
No.
Yeah, bro, you a
We're
pervert.
not talking about that shit.
Get out of here with your perviness.
this,
You are disgusting, okay?
this nigga. Yeah.
Why did Nikki look up? Like,
She like,
she was
bullet.
the first one to catch it.
Yeah, she knew she
She got
like,
telepathic powers going on.
she like bullets.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Let me find
And then
out.
eyes gonna look like, you wanna even own the gun? She gonna be like,
Y'all are ignorant.
Bullets make it squirt, make that gun squirt.
Oh, Lord.
that
Moving
love
forward.
gun.
Sounds like
Dumb active shooter of love juices. Shout out to James Brooks. Go ahead, G, my bad.
But yeah, so that's a whole life adjustment. And then I don't know people I don't really know too many people on my first, like the early shift from my job.
You
I
know-
know everybody on the
You know what checkpoint you're gonna be on?
Alpha. Yeah.
You about to get
I be busy.
wrecked.
Alpha is the busy chase. It's a lot,
You about to get
lot of traffic.
wrecked.
So
That'll make the time go by fast, though, right?
yeah, it do.
It will.
do.
You'll be tired.
That first probably month, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be
Usually it
rough.
takes like 21 days for the body to adjust, so hopefully.
Took me 8 months
Man.
because I couldn't do it. I was like, bro, I can't.
Wait, you were coming in at his time?
Yeah, when I was working in Greenville, I was forced to do it. So I was doing 3:45 to 12:15, and I would go to sleep at 6 o'clock at night, and I would wake up at 1:30. I would sit on my bed until 2 o'clock, and then start getting myself
I'm about
ready.
to say, sit on your bed and be mad.
Bruh, I would sit there and be like, I really don't need this job, bro. I really,
bro.
man, I'm about to go sell drugs.
So had you reevaluated?
Bruh, and then what would scare me because I would drive and I would get there, park my car, and then be like, how the fuck did I get here?
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like,
Autopilot is real.
yeah, and I was like, this ain't safe. I don't remember any of this shit. I was like, oh my God. I'm passing clubs on the way. Motherfuckers out there twerking and partying and shit. And I'm just like, look at my goofy ass going away. I'm a fucking loser and shit.
Yeah, getting drunk, I'm being irresponsible.
Bro. And then when I was single too, so chicks is like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Nah, baby, I gotta go
Dang,
sleep.
can't even come. Listen, I mean,
No.
you can come
Like,
over,
yeah,
but you gotta be gone by 5:30.
They
Oh,
like-
in the morning? No, bitch.
They be
Here.
like, damn, the club is closed. I'm all drunk and horny.
Yeah.
Where you at? Home, getting ready for work.
Josh, I know you're gonna be mad. You can't go no more $2 Tuesday.
I go to happy hour.
Okay. Now he switched to happy hour.
That's gonna be
Wait,
creepy.
what's happy hour?
Like when you get drink specials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like where?
Strip club. That's
Oh.
what we
No,
talking
I'm
about.
talking about
Any bar has
regular
that
bars.
shit.
Yeah, but we talking about the strip clubs. I was
I
like,
ain't
you
going
go
there
early.
early.
Right.
I was like, you a
Like,
creep.
Go to $2 Tuesdays.
He like, what's up, baby? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What's
I
up?
mean, them ladies gotta make some money too. Damn.
Exactly. They gonna have the D squad in there, like, bruh.
Damn, maybe they just beginners that ain't earning
Nah,
enough.
like, bruh, she doing the Tootsie Roll and the butterfly.
We doing a cabbage patch.
Exactly.
No, I know you want some.
They ain't gonna play no recent music.
There's some hoes in the house. Some hoes in the
Show me
house.
what your mama gave ya.
Exactly.
Like, whoa, this is 1993 music.
I'm like, who grandma's that? Use what I got to get what I want.
Hey, Sister Patterson.
Oh, what you doing here? What your name is? Jeff?
What you doing here? I just left old Pastor Wilson church. I
Ooh, don't
figured I'd come out here and make a couple of dollars.
Like, he got me moist.
Oh, God.
Sound like the granny on Squid Billy.
Did y'all see the video of the grandma watching it?
Oh, no, I see this.
Bro, she was like, ooh, look at him. He in there. Ooh, he sure is good, ain't he? So when the video was over, she was like, how you play it? So he played it again, and she was like, shoot, my turn.
Damn, Granny. Free.
Hey, Granny was acting up.
That's
So
exactly
then she
what
was
this
like,
shit is, man. Like,
she was-
these all freaks out here.
when
like,
it went off again, she was like, now how? He was like, dang, grandma, you don't need to watch this again.
Hell no, you don't.
Yo.
You nasty, grandma.
Hey, listen, old women, they libido go up. That's the real
I
nigga
know.
shit.
It does.
Yeah, because
I can't imagine being able to have sex without being worried about getting pregnant. Like, yo,
But you know, like all those
I'm cutting
damn,
all the way up.
all those damn like
Oh,
retirement
sure,
homes
fine.
and
They
shit.
getting shot all the way up.
Yo, them retirement homes be freaky as fuck though.
Yeah,
They
they
be
be having
doing all
mad
kinds
You
of
said
diseases
them
too.
retirement hoes?
I thought you said retirement homes.
I did say that.
Oh,
I said, oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said hoes.
Shit. Might as well be.
Nah, they really do be in
They
there
be
fucking.
Yeah, no,
Yo,
no,
they be
fucking
married and
fucking.
shit, and
they be having
their partner
syphilis
was
and
doing this
shit.
shit and stuff.
Yeah,
they
they
wildin'.
do. But I think
Like
that's
them
because
geriatric freaks.
that has to do. I feel like that has a lot to do with like putting an age limit on sex, like a cap
Yeah,
on sex.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
think there
saying?
is
Like
one.
they should be allowed. They need fucking
No, that's not.
protection and they need to be tested regularly and all of that shit.
But it's not like it's
Don't worry
like
about
age
that.
limit. It's more like like you can imagine them barely moving and trying to.
Let me tell you
All I can
something.
think about
Tear
is
this pussy up. Come on ahead now.
like, he gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna tear this pussy up in about 30 minutes when this pill kick in.
I got that Niagara.
You would be not that Niagara.
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 Niagara, baby, I got that Niagara.
She's like, oh yeah, but I ain't had no Niagara since 52, but it get there.
Listen,
Come on.
my friend's grandmother, her and her husband was 72 and she was like 67, I think,
Ew.
and they were still out here fucking. Like she would be like, don't just show up at my house. Like don't do that.
Walking
And
like,
according
no.
to her, grandpa ain't need no blue pill. According to her,
Okay.
Damn.
I was like, listen, that is,
He
ma'am,
said, I'll rock hard.
what you feed him?
Oh, he was like,
I need that recipe.
You know what? Old man was on brick.
Ew, bro.
Fucking stupid.
Ew, that's disgusting.
He on brick, man. You no blue pill.
I'm on brick now, Jardine. Come on.
Not Jared
I like Cleota.
Ernestine.
Jared D. to Cleota.
Cleota, come
Oh,
on now.
God. Osmond, how was your week?
Oh, swell. Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
What did I do? Shit.
Nothing.
I worked on my car.
Played the game.
I did not. Bro, you see how cold it's outside? About to
Me
work
and
on my
Nikki
car.
hung out.
With my dad.
Oh, I need
did
to
some
hang
shit
out
with my
with you
dad.
this
You did some shit with my dad.
I did buy
I
a
worked on
crab.
the computer.
Yo, me and my dad bought crabs this morning.
Yo, where y'all get them from up here?
Nah, fuck that.
Damn.
Don't.
First of
No.
all-
I was about to tell you, like, fuck that. Don't go to Harris Theater. That's what I was about to say.
Oh.
Bro, you start sentences so fucking wrong.
No.
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 I would go to Publix before I went
But
there.
you see how confused you
No. And that's where I usually go.
Yeah. I thought y'all had a hookup or something. I thought this was like somebody
Publix
that was in the boat.
Yo, Publix got the best crab. Like, I went to Harris
I'm
Theater.
store-bought crabs, yeah.
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 Store bought. You're right. But Harris Theater was trash. Like, she was.
Look, man,
Fuck
y'all gonna
that
leave
whole-
you gonna leave
I don't
Harry Tito
trust.
alone.
Listen, that one off Celanese in Rock Hill, I walked in there and that shit just looked dirty. I was like, nah, I'll pass.
I don't really get much from there but wine.
I don't want to be here. I
That's
felt
Harry Tito.
uncomfortable.
I mean, they got a good alcohol selection. I
They
It
do.
looked like how this mic smells. Hey, for whoever be on here before us, if you listen, can you please brush your teeth? Like, this is out of control.
We about to go. I feel like we about to go in on these niggas for about a good
No, I'm
10
just
minutes.
saying, like, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. There's definitely nothing wrong with eating vagina, and I don't mind the smell of. I don't mind vagina breath in the morning. You know, if it was my vagina, it doesn't bother me. But come on, dog, this is somebody's mic. Like, we all gotta use it.
What if a vagina
Let's be
was smoking that
respectful.
blunt and he just went ahead and ate that shit?
I'm sorry,
Yeah, you know.
my vagina wouldn't be smoking no blunt.
Yeah,
So.
like it's
That's
some
some crackhead
that.
shit right here.
There's some wild chicks out here in the world.
Oh,
I seen that in the
Strip
I
club
ain't with
video.
that shit.
She was
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette with her vag.
I'll pass on all
Hell
that.
no.
Bruh, that shit happened to me one time, bro.
Smoking a cigarette,
Yes.
like a Newport.
Yeah.
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 Scary, though.
Bruh,
that
I'm in the
baby
strip club,
ovaries gonna
bruh.
die.
Look, I'm in the strip club. This motherfucker, I'm smoking my cigarette because this is when you can still smoke inside of places. I'm like, I'm smoking, turned up. This motherfucker take my shit, put it in her bag, start pulling on it, and then want to give it back. I smacked that shit out of her hand. I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I don't know you.
She got the herpes.
All of that tobacco and tar
And
and
Torrin, what's up, G?
and
Herpes.
carcinogens that
And
that is just
syphilis.
not.
And
That's
all that
not
shit.
Why you naming diseases?
right. I'm
That's
just.
what's in the
I'm
vagina.
talking about what's in the
What up,
cigarette.
Her vagina.
Why syphilis gotta be in her vagina?
Why not?
You know the sad part? Because she was
He
so
said, why
pretty.
not?
She
She's
was-
sitting there smoking with her vagina. She go. Bruh.
It's just a trick, but
I don't know
it's
about.
not a
I don't know
It
about
doesn't
that.
imply that
Bruh,
syphilis is in her
She was
vagina.
blowing out little circles and shit.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
You gotta-
Did you tip her?
Yo,
I did tip her.
Yeah, she
I
deserved
just-
that tip.
I was just mad that
she got
she
a
took my
smoker's
cigarette.
vagina. Like.
Yo.
Hey, what if she inhaled it through the pussy and then blew it out her mouth?
No,
that would be
that's
some wild shit,
Bruh.
Then
I
she would need
upset.
to go to somebody's doctor
Because
because
her
that
lungs
is
would have to
physically
be connected.
impossible.
Her lungs had to be connected to her
Right.
vagina.
I would be like,
Bruh.
bitch, you need to go talk to somebody because
You an
something ain't
alien.
right.
I'm like, you an
You gotta,
alien.
you gotta do Lee Watson's thumbs up on that shit.
Like,
Alright.
I'm like,
I'm leaving that strip club, bitch. Y'all, that is
I'm
not
out.
okay.
I'm
They ain't
out.
experiment with people.
you nasty as shit. Like, bitch, this is
So
not
or-
Men in Black.
Or do
You
it
gotta
the other
do
way
that.
around, smoke from up here and then blow it up.
Yeah, that'd be some
Hell
wild
no, man.
Fuck no. Y'all niggas is
Smoking
wild.
Newports.
While we're on the subject of smoke and things of that nature in the vagina, I've heard that this is a thing. Like some guys like to blow in women's vagina. Please don't fucking do that.
You mean blow smoke?
No, air. Like just don't. It's equivalent to getting like an air bubble in your veins.
Yeah.
Like it could kill us. Like I don't know who came up with that shit, but don't fucking do it, y'all. That shit is it's literally life threatening.
Bruh.
Fucking
I
stop.
wouldn't even.
I don't wanna do that. That don't even sound fun.
I don't.
Yeah, huh?
Carbon dioxide or
Yo,
something?
Brian.
No, it's not the carbon dioxide.
Just the air in general?
It's air in general. It's just like putting an air bubble in like an IV or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can die.
Yo, Brian said Josh looking like they let the security guard on the shot.
Hey, you look like your boy Otis.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Damn, what's up, cousin? Yes, see, what's up?
Hey,
G?
Brian.
Yo, Brian, wow, that's my guy. He a wild boy, G.
Is it Tia Reese?
Yeah, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, but we all just call her Reese.
Oh, hey, Reese. Well, I like to get. I have a thing about getting people's names right.
I don't get nobody's name right, so I don't know. That's just me. It's never nothing on. It's never personal. I just never get nobody's name right. My name's so simple. It's like you fuck mine up.
Your name
I'm
is
like,
not simple. Your name is
Sure.
Scene. Scene. That's what you're talking about.
See, like I always just called you Reese. I ain't never know it was pronounced like that.
Tyrese. Okay,
See?
hey girl. Thank you for correcting me.
We miss you at the job. Don't come back though, cause you ain't like there's nothing there at fucking Charlotte. Stay in Concord.
All right, guys.
Oz,
Sean.
you're done with your week, Oz?
Yes,
you are.
Wait, no, you better shut up.
Can I say something?
Wait till I say it.
Why you got your shades on in the building?
Do you realize he said he didn't do anything with his little brother? This is how he get treated on.
Oh shit! Damn, bro.
What did we
Man,
do?
you a
Y'all
terrible
grown.
brother.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you this. I asked him if you want to go to the movies. He's like,
Shut up, nigga.
oh, see now he's starting to talk shit. And he was like,
Shut up,
He was
nigga.
like,
You sound like Pinky.
Shut up.
Nope.
I don't want to
You
go.
almost
To the
spent
movies.
$200 on $200 suit.
Nigga, say one more motherfucking word.
He don't want to be hanging out with me. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what it is.
Does he not want to hang out with you, or does he not want to do the things that you want to do? So you assume that means you just don't want to hang out with
Listen,
you.
I asked him, hey, Darren, you want to go out for a drink? No.
Did you ask him, well, what do you want to do?
What up? Wait a second. If Darren says no to drink, something
That's
ain't
what I'm
right.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, that don't
Like
even sound
the
right.
That's all he wants to do. I don't even want to.
Damn, bro. Why you put him out there like he a alky?
Wow.
Man.
As he grabs the bottle, ladies and gentlemen. As he grabs the
I can't believe he
bottle.
said I drink like this. Pass me a Jack.
I can't
What up? What
believe
is that
this.
you drinking over
I
there?
need a drink.
Jack, honey.
How much you got? Damn,
I've
you
been
ain't got
drinking it
enough.
from the mouth.
I don't want that shit.
He was driving the
From
boat.
the mouth.
That's what
He
the
was
young
driving
kids
the-
say.
The only reason why he
Shut up.
The only reason why he came with me tonight is so he could drink.
Wait, what?
He don't need
So
this
you don't have to drive home. That's
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So you low-key
responsible.
trying to say he using you?
Yes, he's
What are
using
big brothers for?
Wow.
Nobody ever uses me like that, so I'm good.
You don't.
I mean, the Jai used to do that shit.
like, what you talking about?
I was at Jai used to do that shit all the time. He be like, "You driving, son?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting drunk." I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, I want to get drunk." Nah,
Like
you
you're
driving.
driving.
I'm like, "Fuck you, a Jai." I miss a Jai.
That sounds like some real love. Like,
Okay, tell us about your week, Sean.
My week was I don't know, pretty simple. Hung out with T. We didn't really go anywhere, which was I guess surprising because past couple of weeks we kind of been doing something, but we didn't really do much. But we did go out that Friday night. We went to one of our coworkers. It was his birthday, and he had a little game night or whatever it is. That shit was fun. He has like the VR shit that I tried out for the first time. I almost broke my damn hand because I'm moving and shit, and I'm moving in real life. I'm like, oh shit.
whose house was that? Was that Torrance?
Sorry, yeah. So I'm gonna go cop that shit. Shit's dope as fuck. And I'm gonna let you know now, if you looking to exercise and have fun, get that shit. Cause I was sweating by the time I was done. And she was like, "Oh, you sweating?" I was like, "Fuck you, this is work." Like I'm dodging shit. It was a game almost like some Matrix shit where you grab a knife and you stab this motherfucker, and then somebody shoot at you and duck, and you just gotta throw the knife at that nigga and kill him, and then grab the gun and then shoot somebody else.
I'll panic with a controller. I ain't trying to put nothing on my face.
Yo,
I'm good on
bruh,
that,
that
dog.
shit is
I've been
wild.
fucked up the
Some
house.
advertisement right here. If y'all want me to build y'all a PC that can do VR, I can do that shit.
Bro, I used to get stuck on 007. I would
Shameless
panic, so I know
plugs,
full
yeah.
well I can't play that shit.
Yeah,
That shit is ridiculous.
yeah, that shit's
I'm
I'm about to buy
VR
one,
porn,
but it's
I'm
expensive.
So what?
Oh hell no!
I'm moving on, man.
That's like the
So,
next level from
yeah.
POV.
Yo, can you
All right,
imagine?
then, bro, when we walk in your house, like, bro, why is your walls looking like that, man? What's that on your TV? Man, I'm out,
It's gonna be some
bro.
Black Mirror shit right there.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
You already know.
The fuck? Shit. So yeah, Torrance' birthday was dope. His fiance like made some good food. Everything was cool. The highlight of the night for me was getting on the spades table. So
Man, fuck that space shit.
you already know this. Look, you know where the story's going since he said something about it. You know what I'm saying? We it was me, and T, and we was going against this Negro over here and one of our Caucasian friends who he tried to game everybody. Talking about like, I don't know how to play spades. I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm not dumb. Like, let's do this shit. Cause he started saying words. I'm like, oh, do y'all play nil? Yeah, you play spades, motherfucker. But black people don't even know what the fuck that is in spades, bro.
Yes, we do. Fuck you talk about.
Nah, ain't none of us know what the fuck nil
Yeah,
was.
we don't
college.
play I don't play bags.
Oh, I play bags.
Yeah, we play bags.
Yeah,
bro.
I like playing bags.
But you know, we busted ass in that, had a good time. It was cool, man. It was a nice little vibe. So
Cool to be.
other than that, man, we just been chilling. Me personally, I'm just I don't know. At one point in time, I thought I was. Well, I kind of still feel this way. I be feeling like I'm having like a midlife crisis sometimes. So
You should buy a motorcycle
no, I don't want to do that. That's dangerous.
Buy a Corvette.
and name it Little Nicky.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all are stupid. No, I just like it's. I don't know. Lately, I've just been thinking about like my own mortality. I don't know why. Like nah, because I be like, yo,
It comes with it.
you know, here it is. I was watching after I watched that Deion Cole shit,
Jesus.
and
Them summers, that shit
yes,
got to you, didn't it?
It really got to me. I was like, bro,
Yup.
I really don't have nothing but like 30 more summers left,
Yep.
bro.
That
Like,
shit different. It sounds different
Yeah.
in 30 years.
like I'll be, 63, so I won't be dead or anything like that. But I'm like, bro, like then after that, it's like kind of downhill. Like
I don't know,
I'm hoping it's not, but I'm just
a little
like,
longer,
I know, but it's like one of the moments where I told that to a John today. I was like, bro, my dumb ass is still thinking like, nigga, I might live to 200 or some stupid shit. Like, no, nigga, you gonna die one day. I'm
You
like,
never know. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
I'm gonna be part robot, so I am.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
what the main says.
I've been against this robot shit the whole
He even
time.
think alike.
Yeah, he with the
Look,
shits. He's
I've
all
been
about
against
like
it.
if they could just save my consciousness and
That's
down
all I
low,
need.
like
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
all I
care.
need.
Bruh.
I'm like, yo, you
I'm
are.
being the Matrix.
I've been against it, but now I'm like, bro, they start doing this robot implant shit and all that where I could live like another 40, 50 more years afterwards. Bro, I'm with it. I'm signing
Sean
up.
about to have his hair like.
And what's that movie where they
like-
did it?
Who knows and who cares?
Charlie.
Every
Charlie.
movie.
Was he be like Charlie? You ever seen that movie Charlie?
Nah, I ain't never seen
I
it.
heard
Talking
about
about
it.
the
I
one
don't
with
think
the
I've ever
robot?
seen it.
Yeah.
Is it Charlie?
Chappie?
Chappie, my bad, Chappie.
I was about to say, who the fuck watch a movie called Charlie?
Mortal Instruments.
I ain't never seen
I
that
ain't never
either.
seen that shit.
What about Mortal Kombat? I don't know about
Mortal Kombat.
What's a Mortal Kombat?
Oh my god, dude. Shut up, Darren. With your blind ass, with your damn sunglasses.
Damn, bro, why you talking shit?
Yeah,
He be wearing them sun. He was looking up in the car like this. I was like, yo,
Yo, that's out of control.
yo. We were in the car driving off. He was like, yo,
Yeah,
Oscar,
really.
why your lights
When
so
you're Rachel-
dark? I
That
was
is
like,
out
Oh,
of
it's Ray
control.
Charles swag, bro.
Darren. He was like, why your lights so dark? I'm like, Darren, you have your sunglasses on. Like, why you have your sunglasses on at night?
In the dark.
He's like, oh, this is a thing now. Like, where?
That shit,
I seen them do it on Love and Hip Hop.
that shit
That man
irritates me
Slay
to
Charles
no
over there, man.
ending.
That man rock.
Even when I was in college, I'd be like, why the fuck is you wearing sunglasses in this dark ass club? Fuck is you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, niggas is
Trying to get
doing
wrong.
shit. We be out there.
That
Niggas be like,
But can't nobody tell.
exactly.
That's the point.
Well, no,
It's kind
actually,
of like,
after a while, niggas probably was on a bean or some shit. So you could tell when them niggas is rolling.
that's
or
probably
some
some future shit. 'Cause
You look at
I've
their
never
eyes,
seen
they look
Future's
wild.
real
They-
eyes.
they
Like, you only see his sunglasses.
I don't think I'd want to see his real eyes. I'm not interested.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
You look at his eyes, you gonna be pregnant.
Nah.
That's future. He's shooting up all
Careful,
clubs.
because he be plotting on some bitches. So.
Yeah, I think he be just like, I'm gonna go ahead and, nothing that pussy is gonna be spectacular. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Was it one of his
Like,
one of his
some
new
comments.
songs or
Happy
whatever?
birthday,
He
mama.
said he got a girl pregnant and he don't even know her first name or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you boy, AIDS is real. You wildin', dog. Like,
That nigga don't care. And he in Atlanta.
especially in Atlanta.
Like, you don't give a
In
fuck.
2018 alone, there was over 2,700 new cases. New
That
cases.
ain't good, bro.
Okay,
You reckless.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And 2017 was like over 2,500 new cases.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go up.
Yes.
That's why they
And there's
just
like
escalated
2.5
on
million
that.
people in the metro area.
It might go down for the winter because it's too cold
No.
outside.
Bro,
Actually,
people
worse.
fuck-
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's
People
worse.
going in the house to
My
fuck.
bad. It's worse. I forgot. It's the opposite.
I'm
It's the
just trying to
Because I forget most
You gotta
people.
hit him with the what the fuck?
Most people are born in August and September.
Look,
Everybody
look.
has sex in December.
If we all just kind of looked at them like,
Well, no, because the new cases aren't necessarily when they contract it. It's just when they find out that they have it.
yeah.
But the other thing is, Georgia is one of the only states that get funds to have that test standard. So if you walk into any hospital, but especially in Atlanta, if you walk into that hospital, you're automatically going to get an HIV test. Like, that's automatic. So that's a part of why they have so many cases that turn up. Because, I mean, most states don't do that.
South Carolina should be doing that because
They damn-
we
woo!
wildin' too down here.
Listen,
North Carolina and South Carolina, they wildin'. They be fucking.
yeah, boy, that shit real.
Raw dogging McGroggin.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah. Nasty.
All right, guys.
What's on the docket?
Did y'all hear about the inmate?
Oh, they tried to put him to death like I don't know how many times.
No, they were trying to resuscitate him. So he
Oh.
went into the hospital with a medical issue,
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up he died legally. He was dead for 7 minutes.
Oh,
7 minutes. And so they did all the resuscitative measures and shit like that. Yeah. So now his lawyers are preparing to argue that he's basically served a life sentence because he was dead for 7 minutes.
Yo, did he practice that shit?
And he had a DNR on his record, so they weren't even supposed to resuscitate him.
Oh yeah, they fucked.
So
that's why I wonder why did they resuscitate?
He
I have no
technically
fucking clue.
They gotta give him new identity.
But I know when we used to work in the
Jeopardy.
emergency room, shit like that, we would write it on the comments, right under the patient's name, so it was blatant for everyone to see. Because niggas be suing for
not
that shit.
resuscitate.
Yeah, like Jehovah's Witnesses and shit. Automatically, they don't do that shit. They also don't take blood. You can't do any invasive life-saving measures for Jehovah's Witnesses. No, real nigga shit. I'm dead ass, for real. And they are very serious about that shit. They're very serious.
But they want to come knock on my motherfucking door.
Because they trying to save you.
But they don't want to save themselves.
They don't, listen.
How that work?
They go into glory. At least 144,000 of them.
Wait,
Moving
I thought it was
on.
less than that.
So, what do you think? I mean, do you think that the lawyer might even have a case? I mean,
Yeah,
I
he
feel like-
definitely has a case.
I feel like this is going to go to what was the intent of the wording of the law, right? That's that's why we have lawyers, for them to argue what the intent of the wording of the law is.
Yeah.
So if it says if it's life sentence is until you die, and he has died,
It doesn't say come back.
right? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say how long you gotta be dead.
Well, what
for it
about
to
this?
work.
What if they hit him with this? Oh, it's a double life.
Now, if you got a double life sentence, nigga, you fucked.
Yo,
To
but
run
they do that, though.
consecutively, not concurrently.
They do
you
that,
fucked.
though. 'Cause I
You
heard
just
people
fucked.
having
You gotta
double
die
life
one more time, dog. You tried it. One more time.
Fuck. Damn it. I thought I had him.
No, but at the same time, it did say do not resuscitate.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He
so
did
they
have a do
violated-
not resuscitate
yeah, so
on his shit, so I
They
don't
violated
know.
some type of code or something.
I mean, technically, the lawyer has a loophole. If you want to get technical,
I mean, yeah, but even if the lawyer doesn't have a loophole with the prison, they definitely have a lawsuit with the hospital.
So it makes me wonder what he was in jail for. Anyway.
Life sentence.
Yeah, so I'm like,
That's-
if you was out here murdering and wilding
Yeah,
out,
he should come out.
then that's fucked up. Then it's like, oh man, we don't let this murdering, wild,
How-
rapist
like-
man get out now.
How old is he? Is it like an older gentleman or?
I'll look it up. Keep talking.
Oh,
Oh, we were like waiting. we were like waiting on you. Like,
man, shit.
I'm trying to see what he was
Why
in jail
didn't you
for.
look it up, motherfucker?
but she the one who looked it up.
I mean, you technically shouldn't be our lookup person, but it's cool. I ain't tripping.
I mean, I could do it. I'm about to start doing shit like that anyway. I feel like I don't do enough.
Oh,
my
he was a
gosh.
murderer.
I am.
oh, he's a rapist, serial killer, murderer.
What did he murder
Racist piece of
for?
shit.
Did he rob somebody and murder him?
Okay, so the judge the judge states, and this is in Iowa, by the way. The judge's opinion. So they had 3 judges in the court of appeal, and their opinion was the wording should be if you're alive. He said either alive, in which case you must remain in jail, or he is dead, in which case this appeal is moot. Niggas is out of control.
Yo, they can't be changing
They
the
use
rules
the
now.
word moot in
Moot?
court proceedings.
Damn, bro. Wow.
Yo, they can't be changing
Apparently,
the law and
he's
shit now.
66 years old. He was
shit.
convicted of first-degree murder in 1997.
Damn, bro.
Oh, he had 2 large kidney stones, which sent him into sepsis.
Damn.
And sepsis is like when you have
yeah.
bacteria in your bloodstream and
That's
shit.
on my grandfather's.
Yeah. So he obviously wasn't getting the proper medical care in general if they let it get that far.
Damn.
I don't know why they just don't let his ass go. Like, he's 66 and y'all about to release his ass anyway. They release prisoners when they get old and sick because they don't want to pay for that shit. Like, if they can't put them to work, they release compassionate release, and then they just go down the street.
Nigga ends up on the street, living on the street.
Yeah,
so
that's what happened. He go down the street.
Or unless he gets locked up. Because a lot of motherfuckers like, bro, I'd rather just go back to jail.
Yeah.
At least I know I got some food coming.
They clothe you, shelter, water.
There's a lot of prisoners like that.
That's what I understand. Like, there shouldn't be any homeless people.
You know where I'm about to
Jail
go. Go back to jail. You got Got a girlfriend waiting for him back there. Got some budget.
He got some. He might have a CO girlfriend. You never know.
3 hots in the cock.
My mom saw that when she was working as a CO. One of the ladies used to like actually be in the cell with the prisoner. Like that shit was crazy.
He in cell with prison.
One of the COs. It was her. She had like a relationship with the prisoner.
Yo, Johnson,
She,
Sean,
like,
you
it was
There's
a-
3 hots in that car. There's 3 cocks and some back shots.
Yo, Johnson,
No,
Sean,
good.
y'all know Shanita,
No,
right?
what it is?
Shanita, you remember Shanita Wall? Used to come downstairs.
Think I
She
remember.
used to work in a prison. She used to be in a prison.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, she told me, like, yo, all kinds of guards be getting pregnant and shit.
Yeah, they
yeah,
stay getting
no.
pregnant for them. Let me tell you, niggas
They're
be
around
sleeping
them.
on. I'm about to say, cause people don't understand. Like when you're in prison, like you literally don't have shit to do but think of ways to get around the system and watch these motherfuckers walk around all fucking day. You plot all fucking day, like you ain't got shit else to do.
And a lot of times, it's almost like, you know, you seeing the same person all the
Yeah.
time. And some of them dudes, they might have did some crime, but sometimes they just be like, all right, you know, I'm
Listen,
just
I mean, I know
genuinely
I'm in
being nice to
here,
you.
but you know,
And
shit.
after that, the guard done pulled them pants down. Hey,
Yeah,
can we
boy.
get this pussy real quick.
Now
Oh,
you compromise.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
what
lot.
I
That
call-
shit happened a lot in New York. Like a lot of them
Yeah, I
ended
see-
up getting
yeah,
I seen that in
fired.
Baltimore. I think Baltimore.
That
So I
happened.
call it 3 cocks and a thought, but whatever. Same thing.
3 cocks and a female cock.
And a female cop. That's good. Three
The fuck are we gonna name this shit?
cots, one thought.
3 cocks and a thought. I told you.
Nah, I'm not naming it that, bro. No, I'm not naming it that. We'll think of something else. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Alright, fine.
Y'all ignorant.
3 hots and a thought?
Nah, I don't know.
Whatever. But yeah, so that's interesting. I thought it was a good little legal argument. They tried.
I mean, I'm not looking to say if you can try it, why not? You know what I'm saying? The worst thing that can happen, they tell you no.
I mean, yeah, that's the worst that can happen. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think all murderers deserve life in prison. So I think it's easier to reform a murderer than a molester or rapist.
I don't know.
So
Maybe.
I'm saying I
it
think.
depends on circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, some people are like fucking crazy and
Like
they should be in
gangster-
jail for
it's
life.
like
But
some
some
gangster
people,
shit,
like, if you was committing a robbery and you know you got scared and the gun went off, like, alright, you should spend a good amount of time in jail, but you shouldn't spend life in jail.
No.
Yeah, but the intent behind it makes a difference. Like you weren't plotting to do that. It's like, oh shit, this
Well,
went
you
really
brought the
far.
gun, so technically
Now
you
I gotta
applied.
run. No, you brought the gun to scare the people.
Not necessarily. That's not how they're gonna look at it. That's gonna
Nah,
be-
I know
Guns-
that's not how they're gonna look at it,
Guns
but I'm
are
just
meant to
saying,
kill,
like,
so that's I know you're right, but guns are meant to kill. So it's
Like, if he shows up
way
with, like,
around
a-
that.
and no,
What if
because
he showed up with a big stick? Then it's like, okay, you mean business,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you ain't gonna kill nobody.
Like a bat.
I mean, but a gun commands more power than a big stick. If I'm trying to rob a bank, I'm not gonna bring a big stick.
It all depends who's holding that stick too.
If I'm trying to rob a bank, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, if it's you, but if it's, let's say, Mike Tyson, somebody gonna probably give him that
I mean,
bread.
as long as they cover up their ears, like and say,
Shut
you
your
know,
ass.
like first of all,
He was on a podcast with Evander Holyfield talking about that.
he's
shit.
he's trying to come up with like edible ear candy or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I know he
done.
got a cannabis farm or some shit.
He does. Yo, he make bread.
Does that help with his lisp?
No, man.
Oh.
Leave that man alone.
I'm just curious.
You know what y'all should do though? If y'all have it, go. Do you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast?
No, I don't really listen to podcasts in general.
You should listen to Joe Rogan's podcast. It's very interesting. He has a lot of interesting.
Wouldn't it be
people.
cool if Mike
Yeah.
Tyson and a girl from 3LW got into an argument?
Y'all gonna leave Mike Tyson alone. Who? Talking about
Mike
the chick that
Tyson?
promises.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I feel
Mike
like-
Tyson is crazy because when you hear him talk, like the dude he's very smart, and people just thought he was dumb because
No,
of
he
his
just didn't know
lisp.
how to.
He's like, yo, I just have a speech impediment. Like the dude,
Yeah,
he's
no.
very smart.
I mean, I didn't
I
think
like
he was
him.
dumb.
I like the guy. He's a very humble dude now. He's
Now?
just like,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, he even talked about. He's like, yo,
now,
like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, going broke
before-
really did it for him. He just
But-
wasn't a nice person when he was rich.
He was like before.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
was young too, though.
He was
Yeah, he was
very
young.
young.
He
That's
didn't really
true.
have
And people
nobody,
were exploiting
yeah.
him like Don King and them.
Yeah.
But they wasn't really.
Only in America.
What? You forgot about what's her name?
Who?
What's her name? Robin Givens.
She exploited him? Why you say that?
Bruh, took all that nigga's bread. Like, she treated him like shit.
He beat her.
No, he did not. That's the crazy part.
Since when?
They found out, like, nah, that was all lies.
I'm about to
yo.
Google this.
Nah, real shit.
'Cause
Like
they
that.
had police
Yeah.
reports and everything. I'm about
Yeah,
to
but that was
Google
all like, yo, she really was on some fuck shit. Like, she really tried that nigga. Like, for real. Like, On some G, nobody fucks with Robin Givens on that shit. Like, we all like...
That's the girl from Boomerang, right? Is that the
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Yeah. Like, that might be the report, but that's not what the story was, you know? Like, she did a lot of wild shit. Like, her and her mom, they were real conniving and shit on how they did shit. They tried to really make this nigga look like he was just a monster and shit. It was like, nah. Like...
I mean,
She was
hard. He bit somebody's ear. Like,
that was after.
He was a monster.
That was after.
He reformed himself.
Man, y'all don't stop talking bad about Mike Tyson, bro.
I fuck with Mike.
I fuck with him.
It's funny.
Right, but he
It's
was bit off a
funny.
dude's ears. So I can't.
You know why?
You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Can't do that.
Nah, you can't do it. But I will say his Mike Tyson mystery show. That shit kind
Yeah,
of
it's
funny.
just
though.
funny.
What's that?
It's like
Oh, the
Scooby-Doo
little
with Mike
cartoon?
Tyson.
Yeah. I watch it from
That
time
shit
to
is
time.
funny.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo with Mike
But
Tyson.
nah, man, like I said, I fuck with Mike, man. You know, that was, you know, a hero to me growing up. Because I'm like, this nigga is beating everybody's ass badly. Like, uppercutting people to death. I was like, damn, this dude is wild. And if you see him now, run up on him if you want to. He will fuck you up.
I don't think nobody gonna run up on Mike Tyson. He gonna have respect.
But you know who like to run up on him and do shit? White people. They like, hey Mike, what's that? Then he fuck one of them boys up. Like, I'm not playing with you, bro. You better get the fuck out of here if I beat your ass. Like, chill out. But yeah, man. Robin Givens ain't shit. Yeah, she really ain't. Like, she did some real fuck shit. Like, a lot of fuck shit to him. Because I remember he was telling his story about when he came into the house, when he came up back to his house and he saw another car parked there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like, whose car is this? Motherfucker walk out of the house, it's Robin Givens, he goddamn Brad Pitt. And he was like, man, Brad Pitt, that pretty motherfucker, I ain't know if I wanted to fight him or fuck him. Shit, I ain't know what was going on. I was like, god damn.
Wait,
like,
when was it? She did an interview with, what's my man name? Andy Cohen recently. In June of this year, she did an interview. And she said that what he wrote was a lie. Not about the cheating part, but about saying that the abuse didn't happen. She said, I didn't read the book.
Yeah, I really don't believe either person.
He says he
Let's put it
caught
that
us
way.
in bed, which never happened.
All right, Robin.
I
Just saying.
don't know. It's a bunch of he say, she say.
Yeah, it is. I feel like this. At the end of the day, they both were volatile and they did not need to be with each other. But I ain't never really heard no good shit about Robin Givens.
I mean, I don't really know much about her except she was in Boomerang and she
I don't
was
really
in
think
Mike
she did
Tyson,
any
so.
too much after.
She really didn't. Because like I said, she just had a bad reputation, just wilding out and shit and being an asshole.
Oh.
So yeah. Fuck her. Shout out to what's the name, Joe Rogan's podcast though. Like I said, you should definitely listen to it. It's always interesting people on there. Elon Musk was on there.
Smoking weed and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, wasn't Edward Snowden on there recently?
Oh, Edward Snowden. Yeah, he was on
What
there.
the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't know
Snowden
who that
was.
is.
The dude
Wow.
the whistleblower
Treason.
dude?
Yeah. No, he the one
He's the one who
Wait,
exposed
wait,
the one who went to
confirm?
Russia and had to run from America, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
exposed all our
oh,
secrets
oh.
and all type of wild shit.
I don't know
Yeah.
how he was on Skype with him.
Yeah, that's-
I was like,
I know, they can't leave Russia there.
Yeah, they ain't going. He can't come back here. So
Kill the
that's
fuck
a
out
wrap.
of
Yeah.
He knows too much.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan, he has a lot of interesting people. Like, I gotta listen to his latest episode. It has Darnell Rollins. Everybody knows him. Ashley Larry. And the RZA. And I'm like, that's gonna be an interesting episode. Because, you know, the RZA is extremely intelligent. So I'm like, I want to see what he's gonna talk about. So he had Killer Mike on there one time. That was really good. So if anybody wants to find like a good podcast to listen to Joe Rogan, man. I think he's
In addition to ours.
Yeah, of course. Listen to ours. Listen to ours first.
Yeah,
And then we hear
he's
about
rich.
the-
We're trying to get some paper. You know,
Yeah, we're trying to get to that Joe Rogan paper where he got all these sponsors and shit. You know, he don't even need it. I can't wait till I get on his show. I'm putting it out in the universe. I'm gonna be on his show. Fuck that. I'm gonna be like, yeah, we here, we made it. Yo. Yeah. Other than all the other stuff we was talking about, did anybody see the whole thing with Alicia Keys?
Yeah, I saw the video. I saw her Instagram.
I
So,
don't know nothing about it.
Wait,
so
what?
for a little,
That's Darren's favorite girl, probably.
okay.
It used
For
to
a
be.
little-
It's Tory Bricks now because she's a bigger hoe.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Moving
Nothing wrong with
forward.
that.
So, to add some context to the content, Alicia Keys, I guess, she felt some type of way. I think she has a 4-year-old son, and she wanted her son to get his nails painted or some shit like that, and he was just not into it. He was like, yo, you don't want to do that. And then she felt some type of way about it.
No, that's not what she said on the Instagram.
I mean, that's kind of what the vibe, I mean, from what I read and all that. But
no, so in the video, she said that they often go to the nail salon together, and he wanted to get like rainbow colors on his nails. And she was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And so after they put it on there, he was like, oh no, I want to take it off. And she was like, well, why? It was your idea. Like, why don't you want to keep it? And he was like, people aren't going to like it. And she was like, well, what do you mean by that? And he was like, I want to take it off. I don't want to make people feel mad at me. And so that's what she was ranting about, the fact that he was that young and he was already concerned about how people were going to look at him or judge him for wearing different color nail polishes on his finger. I mean, because she was like, I mean, I wear my nails painted, Swiss Beats wears his nails painted. And so, and then she went off on a rant about how she believes that there's like male and feminine energy in all of us, and we express one more than the other, and we express it differently. It's not specific to a gender per se. So yeah, that was what the rant was about. But it was his idea. She just wanted him to stand by what he wanted to do.
Because I saw I saw something different when it was posted. Like somebody else, like I guess another maybe not TMZ, but some other shit. I probably should have looked at it because I wasn't paying attention to Facebook. But when I saw it, they almost made it seem like she felt some type of way that he didn't want his nails painted anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and when I first read that, I was like, well, at the end of the day, I mean,
maybe he had like an internal thought about it or something. I don't know.
I mean, he's 4 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
But I mean, it wasn't, because I didn't even read the article. I just went down to her Instagram thing and listen to her talk about it or whatever. But that was her issue, the fact that he was 4 and he was already making decisions, being worried about being judged at 4.
Yeah, but where would he get that from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where would he see where people are judging other people?
I think kids
nowadays. Shit, I mean, kids got access. I mean,
in their household.
I'm about to say, my niece is like 4, and she know Instagram, she know YouTube. She taught my mom how to take selfies. Like, so.
These kids.
I mean,
kids nowadays are way more advanced than
I just say,
like 4. Like,
he doesn't want to do it.
Not to mention, he's already grown up in an environment where his mother has been judged for quite some time for being quote unquote the other woman. So. And according to Swiss Beats' first baby mama, she's now admitted that was a lie, and she said it because she was mad.
Okay.
Another he said, she said.
Yeah, but I just think kids, I mean, I'm not in their household, so I don't know where the child would have got that from. But, I mean, with the social media age we live in and the instant information and access to things, it's easier for kids to kind of grow up faster than what they should. You know? Or feel like they.
That's why I'm like, this next generation is gonna be like, I don't know, like they're gonna be in a dark world. What I'm saying is it's like they're gonna have so much shit and like so much, I think, depression because they're just gonna be surrounded by all this social media, people doing great things.
I think they'll adjust. I think they'll adjust the same way that we adjusted to what was present for us at the time. Like I'm sure a lot of people before us felt like, oh, well, the TV has such negative influences, blah, 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 XYZ. We've adjusted. And so I feel like the generation after us, they've always had social media. Yeah. They've always had that access, so they approach it in a different way. Like, for example, like a lot of teenagers nowadays, like they understand, okay, things that on the internet are on the internet forever. So they curve what they post on the internet, and they understand that, oh, well, people just troll, quote unquote, troll the internet. Like you can't take them seriously, that kind of thing. Like because they're accustomed.
But at the same time, I see the opposite effect. Like some people take it seriously.
Yeah, but I see that more so in people who didn't always have social media, like our generation. Like Facebook, like and MySpace blew shit up, and then it was like, oh, so and so got this going on, or why is everyone talking about me? But I don't really see that with.
I mean, I guess
well balanced.
I see like it's like a double-edged sword almost. Like I see good people, I see people taking it a certain way, and I see people taking it the opposite way. Because even with young kids, like the whole school shooting stuff, the only reason why kids are even doing that is because one person did it, and it's like all over social media, and then another person's like, hey, let me try that. You know what I'm saying? That's literally why they do it.
I think
these are younger kids too. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but at 4, like when I was 4, I could go to school and I could wear some Spider-Man shoes, and another kid could have on some Jordans, and it wouldn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? because he might be like, damn, I got Jordans, but I like Spider-Man. So it's like, at 4, and when I grew up, it wasn't about, we just wanted to play. We never thought about who had what and who
we didn't think about other shit.
We didn't care what clothes you had on or what kind of nails you had on. Do you know how to play basketball? You want to go play kickball? That was what the concern was. Yeah, so it wasn't.
I ain't had that growing up. I ain't even going.
Now when you get older, you get as you get older, you start to be like, damn, maybe I need to step my kicks up. I'm starting to
I
girls.
got into my first real fight at 7, and it was because she had a little ponytail and they was teasing her. So,
well, I mean, and that's another thing. Kids just gonna tease, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I see kids now teasing for stuff like what we didn't get teased back in the day for. Like, what these kids were walking down the street, she didn't have the newest Jordans or something.
But those are like high school. I'm talking about 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
4-year-olds don't care about that.
Yeah, they don't, but they gonna tease each other for anything.
Yeah, I mean, like they gonna
eat boogers.
Yeah, so I mean,
everybody you eat boogers.
I mean, yeah. So at 4, you're gonna have some kids you play with, and you're gonna have some kids you don't play with. It's just
Yeah, but the crazy part, they can tease each other today, and then like not even today, like tease me now. 5 minutes later, we
they friends. Yeah. Attention span is like.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, he's my best friend. You eat boogers. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Let's go play tag. Okay.
Pretty much. That's
pretty much. Like, the fuck you for?
It's like, yeah, I mean, I understand.
Life was that simple for.
I understand where Alicia Keys is coming from as a mother, as far as she's concerned about her child wanting to fit in with society to some aspect. But at the same time, he's 4. Like,
Let him do what he wants to do.
I think it's a temporary emotion for him. Like, he'll get over it. Like, he's probably gonna feel the way he feel, but once he start playing or something else diverts his attention from that, he's gonna forget all about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
Yeah, like
I don't think it's as heavy as people make it out to be.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. They just take like whatever. I mean, it depends on what a child says. Obviously, he said something like, "Oh, somebody's touched me." That's one thing. But like, he's just like, "Oh, I don't want to get my nails painted." I'm like, okay, now on to the next thing. That's why you don't buy kids like, "Oh, I want to be a scientist." You don't buy them a whole expensive ass doctor set or some shit because they're gonna play it in 2 seconds and they be like, "Oh, I want a dinosaur now." I'm like, "Wait, what happened to the expensive ass doctor set I just bought you?"
Nah, you get a doctor set from the doctor store.
Exactly, you gotta buy them cheap shit.
Hey, go outside and get some rocks and shit.
Hey, listen, use your
imagination. They gonna
start
making creating fire and shit.
I just think real quick that adults need to stop taking kids' actions and try to twist it into their own agenda or point they're trying to make by what kids are doing. It seems like the smallest little thing that people see, even from kids or whatever the situation is, they try to overblow it to fit an agenda that they're trying to get out when it's probably not even nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think people need to be careful about taking every situation and trying to overblow it just to prove a point or make a narrative about something.
Because you see your child, he's wearing a dress or whatever, right? Well, a couple years in a row, he might not really, that's not something that he necessarily even wants to do. It's like, don't say, oh, he wants to be a female now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he just wants to wear a dress and spin around dressed. Like, that's it. That's like, or play with dolls and stuff like that. It's like, doesn't mean he's gonna want to do that shit.
Yeah. It depends how he's playing with them dolls, though.
I mean,
if you're like, I can't.
Oh, okay. Wow. I mean, that was so forceful. Oh my God, Nikki, are you okay, girl?
She's like, no.
No, I mean, I think that. I thought that she made a valid point.
No, you're
I mean,
right. She
I feel
did
like
make a valid point, yeah.
Although fleeting is, I mean, it was still something real that he experienced, and I feel like her thing was as he gets older, that's just going to become more apparent and it's going to grow even more. So it was like, I just want him to be uninfluenced or unimpacted by all of those negative, quote unquote negative influences for as long as possible. So
now when you a celebrity,
I mean, you can still do it. It takes a lot more work.
Yeah,
but
when
you
like
can
Michael
do
Jackson blanket and shit, they did it right. It, like kept them shits away, like them kids away from everything.
Damn, bro, you call them shits?
No, I mixed it up. Shut up.
Damn,
he
bro.
kept kids away from
Damn.
all kinds of shit though. Like
The
he
little
really
shit.
did.
Little shit.
Fucking little shits.
Yo,
Little turds.
Fucking twerp.
Fucking dweeb.
They're albino turds.
Oh,
no, see, you made it worse. Like,
damn, kid. You've been around us way too long.
You made it worse. I wasn't even trying to say.
Yeah, damn, bro. You wild. There, madam, is where
Like,
I
little
draw
color.
the line.
You color the shits. Like, oh, that's fucked up.
Damn, bro. Oh, assholes.
Oh god.
No, but like kids are gonna see
Like,
whatever
dry
they
that
want to
bird
see.
shit. Okay.
Like, here's the thing: if you really don't,
These guys are wild.
Stupid, yeah.
Sorry. You started it, us.
yo,
You did start.
if you really want to keep them away from the shit, then take away the tablets and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what's crazy? A lot of the
Fine.
tech guys, like Bill Gates and what's my man that left Apple?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Left. He's
Like
dead.
a lot of these people.
Yeah,
dead.
yeah,
But he wasn't. He had already. He wasn't
No,
working
was
with
still-
Apple anymore, was
he
he?
was still
Yeah, he was
was.
still-
Oh, I didn't know he was still with them. I thought
He left
that
Apple.
he
I think he left
had the same
Microsoft.
position
Oh, he left.
in
They
Apple.
left something
No,
else.
he got no. What happened was he
No.
got voted out from Apple years ago,
And
and
then
he
they
came
brought
back.
it
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
I mean, he
Gotcha,
did
gotcha.
leave though. I mean, he
He
left in the
But it was
box.
I
like
mean,
in
yeah,
the
he left.
90s.
He left.
came back.
He left in the
But
box.
like a lot of like those people who are involved in tech and things of that nature, or even the high executives and like Facebook and shit like that, they completely control and limit what their kids are exposed
And you know
to.
that's the way I
Like,
think. I'm like I'm
yeah,
into all that.
they
shit.
legitimately only let them have like an hour, like a week of like social media.
I feel like
and
that's
shit.
how it should be.
Yeah.
honestly.
So and the rest of the time they gotta spend their time.
That's
Because
probably like
because-
the CEO of McDonald's. Like he probably don't let his kids eat burgers all day. Like,
Yeah,
those
fucking
shits will
no.
kill you. Like these vegetables.
It's like-
I know what I put in my burgers, nigga. Don't put this shit. That's for everybody else. Y'all niggas eat vegetables. I know
Yeah,
I
but
put
see,
some
it's
bullshit
like-
in my burgers.
Dad,
like-
can I have a Big Mac?
It's like they
No.
created
leave that
the
shit alone.
fucking drug. You know what I'm saying? And they're like,
Oh, they don't want their people to get strung out on it,
exactly,
too.
exactly. So they, but they making money off of everybody else. That's
Yeah.
strung out.
Yes,
That's
but
what
it's
literally
not
what
force
it is.
fed.
It's not. Well, drugs aren't force fed either. That's
Exactly. So you can create the drug. You can create the drug, but there's still that person's personal responsibility. They're responsible for.
But
how
I
they
think here's the
expose
thing: if
themselves.
you teach them good electronic etiquette, right, they should be fine.
Electronic etiquette.
Nah, I
It's
agree.
about to be.
I mean, because that's what I mean. You do have it where certain apps they will, you have it where you can cut off the social media.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that.
I have a timer on mine.
So it's
Here's the
like
thing.
That's also the reason why I
China
never
got a
had
law.
anything other than
China got a
Facebook.
law where kids can't play video games past a certain amount of time. It just came into effect last week.
Damn.
Kids can't play video games
Oh,
past a certain
shit.
time, and they only get a few hours of social media.
Somebody else about to
And
be
you know,
winning in the big
you know,
game.
social media in China is
competitions now.
controlled by the Chinese
Wow.
government.
Yeah.
So, like,
That was hella
Yeah.
racist, but I'm with it though. I love
I mean,
it.
we can look up the numbers, but I'm pretty sure.
hold on, what? I ain't even.
I was like, somebody else gonna be winning in the big game competitions now. You know what I'm saying? They be killing
Yo,
us.
they be killing us for real.
They be killing us, though.
Yo, anytime I went online, I played like a Asian person. I lost it. Like they were doing all kinds of crazy shit. I'm like, no, I'm done.
Bro, they made the game.
I turned off the game. And
Just saying, they probably helped make the game, so
Yeah,
they
you're
already know the cheat codes and,
And
shit.
that discipline translates
Wow.
And they
just
beat us
from
in ping
there.
pong.
They really
can't
have
fuck
us
with
in
them in
that.
ping
Yeah,
pong.
that discipline translates to
Whatever
anything.
they
Like,
do,
whatever
they
you set
have
your
to
mind to,
excel.
you have to,
They
yeah.
have to excel.
Yeah,
It doesn't
there
matter
is-
For
what
us,
it
we're
is.
like, you ain't gotta be. You can actually be mediocre. It's okay.
I think the only American who won ping pong championship against an Asian was Forrest Gump. So
Who's that?
Tell you what, they not gonna win.
Shut the hell up, Aaron.
Yeah, but like yeah, electronic like social media and all that stuff. It is dangerous. It can be, but I think if you just like me, because I grew up like I was like older when social media started coming around and stuff, and I just found my way around it. I was
How
like,
old are you?
nigga, you wasn't older. You
but I was older,
Talking
like
about-
as in like maybe my teens or early. That's what
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about.
I was
Oh,
like
you-
older,
I'm
like
not
what?
talking about from,
nigga?
like, I was in a
You the
kid.
youngest one at the table.
By 1 year, you like,
So
you act like
shit.
I'm so much older than you. Like,
Shit.
by 1 year.
Ocho, shit. What you talking
But
about?
yeah,
Oh,
it's like
What the fuck?
it's
Yeah,
like
we're
when
millennials.
I used to be on the internet doing all kinds of wild shit. I used to be like,
Porn.
shut up, Darren.
I
I
thought millennials go from what 80 to 96.
see. I've been taking.
No.
I was
Yeah.
taking music and like movies and shit back in the day. I was doing all that kind of stuff. And doing
They do.
that, I saw the dark areas of the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Look it up.
That was 2000.
The hell y'all talking about? The fuck's going on?
Oh, we talking about the generation.
Darren, what the hell you talking about over there, man?
That's what you talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, but like
A lot of people think that the people that are born in 2000s are millennials. They're not.
no,
They're Gen
there's
Z.
some, yeah.
They're Gen Z. Yeah, it stops at 96.
We're Gen X. We're Degeneration.
I got 2 words for you. Oh, the baby boomers.
But yeah, like I just was like, I got viruses on my computer. I did all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You was on them nasty sites.
Hell yeah. But I mean, like,
He said, "Hell yeah."
hell yeah. What you talking about? I was trying to find ways to circumvent everything. Like that was me growing
He
up.
was trying to circumvent
So,
but he can.
When I got older, it's like, yo,
I'm not even gonna do it.
I know how to.
So we can jerk them then?
It's like,
I don't even know why.
I'm done.
I don't even know why you tried. I don't know.
I'm done. But it's just like, as I got older and shit, it's like I know how to avoid certain shit. You know what I'm saying? I know where not to go.
He knows
Shut
what sites
the
to go
fuck
on, so he don't have to pay for that shit. He got all the passwords. So you on big quakey shaky butts.
3.
Orgy World.
Y'all didn't see 4 yet. You know. I know that.
Exploited black teens.
Okay.
But it's just like I see all the bad and I know where to. Fuck.
Glory Orange.
Ghetto clobbers.
Y'all gotta stop. This is out of control.
Strippers in the hood. XXX.
Cracky is going wild, bro.
Oh, wait,
Is that a real one?
No.
Is that a real one?
Yeah, that is. That was a DVD.
Yo,
Like they
y'all remember the
would
one Snoop
really
Dogg
like
was
film crackheads though?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm about to
remember-
Google that shit. I know that shit funny.
They used to have bum fights and all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Hey, they used to. Those bum fights used to be real
They
though.
used to pay money for that.
Damn, my man got the Pornhub app.
Bro, what you doing?
Wait, you have the Pornhub app?
No, they play the Pornhub music.
Oh.
Oh, that's wild.
Well, somebody told me that was the music.
I prefer Porn MD because it searches all the free sites for you.
I'm mad you know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hey,
All right.
I like what I like.
She's like, don't judge.
Oh, listen, I am very vocal about women exploring porn and exploring their body because on average, the average woman, black, white, or whatever in between, doesn't even like self-explore until she's like 19.
Oh my God, what's this hole right here? It's called a belly button, dumbass. Like, what's wrong with you? Huh?
So, and I think that's crazy. Like, I think it's crazy that the first orgasm that you have isn't from yourself. Like, that's crazy to me.
It's definitely been most of the case with men. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we explore the fuck out ourselves, man. We are like.
Oh
babies.
yeah, listen,
We're like
one of
babies
my male best
playing
friend,
with
his
our
little
dicks.
brother was way younger than us. He was like 4 or 5, and we went to get him out the tub, and he was in the tub like. I was like, yo, you need some time? What's up? Like,
We don't know. We're just doing shit.
it's like, oh, it's there.
Smacking around.
Yeah, we don't get that.
little boys be grinding on shit like,
We
nah,
don't.
dog, I know what that is. Nah, bro.
I have heard some stories about like young ladies like as maybe like 8 or 9, like elementary school, like grinding on stuff, and they have an orgasm, but you don't really know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they just
and who the fuck you about to talk to about
like, that? I don't know.
you know, so.
Mom, I was grinding.
Shout out to all the moms that actually have those conversations. A friend of mine, her
That's
mom,
weird.
she told her mom about it, and her mom was like, well, listen, I'm not going to say you shouldn't do it, but do it in your room. Don't do this at school. Like,
wow.
I mean,
That's
but
what's
you
up.
shouldn't tell them not to.
No, I mean,
you
that's
know?
what that's what's up.
Yeah,
Man.
just make sure you're in your room.
Because you don't want to hide that.
Make sure you're
That's,
not, you know.
They already discovered it. You
Don't
can't
be
do shit
humping the
about
teddy bear at playtime, you know,
That's
shit like
very
that.
They already discovered that feeling. You can't
Oh,
do shit
yeah.
about that.
That's
They discovered it on their
listen.
own. Like,
Woo-wee.
no.
That is very forward thinking.
Well,
I'm
listen.
not mad at that.
Nah.
Should be real.
Damn. Josh, you over there looking at porn, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Shut up, shit.
Alright.
That's interesting though.
Yeah, I learned about the 5-knuckle shuffle early. You know, I was about that life.
The who now?
The 5-knuckle shuffle.
The 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks
Jerking
like-
and gurking.
I'm naming this episode of 5 Knuckle Shuffle.
Oh,
That's
we don't even have a cool one. It's just flicking the bean.
It
That sounds awkward.
It got quiet.
Like when I hear that, that sounds like it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's a lot lot of work.
No, I mean,
It's not really flicking me, but he's just like, like
I mean, some people might like that. I don't know. It's not my
like,
thing, but
damn it, ow, ow, ow. I heard it. Let's just start feeling good. Ow, ow, ow,
You're not literally
ow,
doing that.
ow, ow. What's going on in there? Just flicking a bean.
It's not fun. I don't like this.
Clit flicking.
oh, I've heard older women say play with the man in the boat or play with your pearl, shit like that.
Oh, I heard that, but
Play with.
That's classy. I think play with your
Yeah.
pearl is classy.
Pearl. Dean.
I knew it was coming, dog. I knew it was coming.
That's why you're like, every time you hear it, you're like, Dean.
Yep.
They'll probably be like, what the fuck you talking
What
about?
the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Insider.
Insider.
Inside her.
Insider.
Thank you. I got these bars. Slow it down. Like, let's go. Like, come on, man. Slow it down.
do you finish my pistachio?
Ooh, you guys. So
What's up?
I always like me and the man. We always have these very honest conversations about like the male-female dynamic and trying to navigate these new waters of what is and isn't offensive
New waters.
and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know.
Treading.
So, huh?
I heard treading the waters of what, the line of.
Yeah, just trying to understand. Yeah, just trying to understand that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I was like, I guess it's really cool to talk to him because I don't feel that it's coming from with an ill will or ill intent.
Okay.
So I can just listen to what he's saying without like, oh, do you have an underlying meaning? Blah blah blah. XYZ. Like I know it's coming from a very honest place or whatever. So we were talking about how guys are always or how I always see guys post, oh, these women ain't like they used to be, blah, 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 XYZ. And he was like, well, I mean, some of y'all still expect us to be like we used to be. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, like y'all still expect us to pay for the dates and, do this and do that. And I was like, you make a valid point. So he was like, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it's hard for us to figure out where we fit in because it's like if we hold the door for somebody, for one person, we get cursed out. If we don't hold the door for the next one, we getting cursed out. I mean, y'all want us to pay for stuff, but then you don't want us to, then you want to be treated equally. Like, it's like, it can't be equal and you want us to always pay for
you
stuff.
ask
Like,
me and her have this conversation all the fucking time.
You got
Every time.
You got 3 guys sitting over here
Yeah.
right now. 2 of them in a relationship. I'm letting you know, just from my perspective, it is the most confusing thing in the world because I'm like,
what do you want?
thank you. And I'm like, I don't know what you want. And I'm like, it's like, no matter what I do, I'm wrong. So if I do it right, I'm wrong. If I do it wrong, I'm wrong. If I don't do nothing, I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
So I'm like, I just don't know what I'm doing. So half of the time, I'm just frustrated. I just be looking like, I ain't about to do nothing, man.
Oh, but like,
I don't know what else to do.
But I thought if loving you was wrong, you don't want to be right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, if it's loving me is wrong, then I don't want them to be right because I'm awesome. So I'm just saying, but
And see, like when me and Nikki
Fuck.
talk, it's like it's nothing like that, but we more like debate and shit. She always seems to side with females. I always seem to side with like males in certain situations. But I do it kind of just be like,
nigga,
this is a debate. It's a debate.
I know.
I don't think so. When we have our conversations, it's not a debate. It's just more so like him gaining perspective and then
No, yeah, but that's why I
perspective.
say kind of like
Yeah.
a debate back and forth because I can understand where she's coming from. She can understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like, well, I remember we had a conversation about like how females are treated in the courtroom and stuff like that, and how males are treated.
Mhm.
And it was like, yo, like females get away with a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And males don't. And
Yeah.
and I was like, and there's certain things that happen. And I'm like, well, courtroom should be 50-50. It shouldn't be biased at all for anything.
Yeah, I
We were
mean,
talking
I can
about
agree
that.
with that, but I'm also not one of those women that says like I've never said I want to be treated equally because we're not
Yeah,
equal,
yeah.
we're not the same.
And she's not like that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
either,
No,
but
no, I'm not talking about Nikki, but like a lot of feminists, what we hear, we want to be treated equally. And that's fine. Like, if you want to be treated equally, you be great. You want to be drafted, you fucking do that shit, okay? You want to be on the front lines, bitch, you be great. But I don't want that. And I like my fucking door open, and I ain't buying no fucking meals on no date. That's not what I want, okay? That's just not the fuck I
you know
want.
the fucked up
So-
part is an Asian ass nigga that's waiting for one of them feminists to say that shit. Like, you want to be treated equally? Snuffer.
Right,
And
you
then she's
know what I'm
like,
saying?
"Why
Like
you
shit
hit me?"
like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Nah,
what I'm saying. Like
hit a
I
nigga
don't
too,
want to
man.
be.
What's up?
I'm not looking to be treated equally because when you treat
Yeah.
people, when I hear equally, that makes me think the same, and we're not the same. Like we're very
not.
different.
Completely
So I don't want to be
different.
treated equally, but I do want to be respected
Yeah, that's-
equally.
yes.
I want to be valued equally. I don't want it to feel like what I bring. me being being a woman doesn't lessen my value in society.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have to treat me like a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's my thing. Like I'm not looking for that other shit.
Yeah, you understand. But at the same time, it's like, see, a lot of those, I call them feminist extremists or whatever. They're the ones that also, push people like, oh, transgender and all that stuff. And then now that people are like coming out and doing all that stuff, and then you have transgender males in female sports. Now the same people are like, well, it's not fair.
Oh, okay.
That
you mean
kind of
transgender women in female sports?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's not fair. Oh, this is like, I could have told you, like, no, we're not equal. Like when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying?
But I think in that specific case, that's just something that is going to take a lot of time to figure out how to navigate it. But I don't think that separate but equal is the right way to go. I don't know how to fix it, but I don't think that just separating is the right way to go.
I've been getting the message of a lot of feminists. I mean, treated equally is one thing. They just want that equal pay. Right?
But for me, equal pay means you respect what I bring to the table. It doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean I don't want you to hold the door for me. Just because I expect the door to be hold, I should make less money. You wildin', dog.
Right.
Like I suck dick. What the fuck?
Bro, it's gonna be a dude like, I do that shit too.
But you already make the money I made. You know what I'm saying? You already make that. Shit.
Sure.
I'm just playing. I do not place value on people based on their sexual abilities. I'm just saying.
I mean, we don't have to be treated
y'all be
equally.
winning
Y'all
off
be
that.
women and y'all men, but y'all gonna respect my credentials I bring.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying?
I
And that's all I'm looking for.
I never personally had a problem respecting any woman's credentials, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like especially.
But are you in a place to hire?
There are some.
You know what I'm saying?
There are some old. I feel like it's more so old school men. The idea of chivalry. It came from the idea that women are inferior and they're less of human beings. So that's why we need to coddle them. That's why we need to take care. That's from the old like medieval times. Like that's where chivalry. That's how it came about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. I feel like the intent is what makes a difference for me. Like if you say if your intent is I think you're less than, then that's shitty. Like that's a shitty thing. You know what I'm saying?
You're an asshole if you say that shit too.
But a lot of guys like, I want to be the head of my household, and that's fine if that's what you choose to be. I ain't mad at that. But how are you leading your household? Like, are you actually valuing your partner's opinion, or are you just like, I'm gonna let her talk, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do? Because that means that you don't value them. That means that you don't respect them. That's my issue.
I think a lot of men who are in those positions don't want to. I think it's still going to be a fight because a lot of men, like you said, from the older generations or whatever, feel like if they give equal pay to women or equal treatment, that they're relenting power some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
And it may be, but here's the thing. The other part of that is, and this is something that he really shed light on for me, which was men have been brainwashed into thinking they got their side of the deal from that is so fucking great, right? But it's not all that fucking great. Like if you're talking about like an old school male role, there is a lot of pressure on you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the entire household depends on you. You can't get sick. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to keep all that pressure on you if you can share the responsibility? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you don't get the opportunity to like show those emotions. You don't get the opportunity to explore your passions and shit because you've been socialized and trained to think, make money, get a family, provide, then die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
so on the flip side, when I've seen stuff like that, when most men do feel like they're supposed to basically just take on all this, right?
Right.
But then when I see on the flip side where it's like a dude like, hey, me and my lady gonna go 50-50 or blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people tear them
down. And to me, that's a part of toxic masculinity. To me, that's a part of it. And it's perpetrated by men and women. Yes, it's perpetrated by men and women. Yeah. You less, blah, blah, blah. How? So that's what I'm saying. Like, that may not be your preference, but you don't have to put them down for it. That doesn't make them less than. Because me personally, I wouldn't want my husband to be a stay-at-home dad. That's just not something that I don't want it. Like, but I'm not gonna knock someone who does. I'm not gonna devalue him as a man because he does that. See, that's just not what works for me.
Because like me, I go around talking. It's like, hey, yo, I'm about to be a stay-at-home dad. Even though I'm not gonna do it because Nikki said I can't do that shit. But you know, I be saying that shit out loud.
We need a second camera to zoom in on Nikki's faces, dog. Can we do like a clip of Nikki's faces?
Yeah, we gotta get like a compilation of that shit because that shit always hilarious.
She would be a meme with the quickness, dog.
She would be actually. Yeah, definitely. She like.
Shit.
Listen.
You want me to stay home, clean, do whatever? I don't give a fuck. I'll do all that.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, and I'm sure there would be more men that be willing to do that, but they're looked at as like, oh, that you're less than, or oh, you're the woman, you're, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, that's an opportunity for me to do shit I want to. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know,
yeah.
she ain't gonna let me do that.
I seen a video on Facebook where a man was talking about it. He's like, you know, I do everything for my family, this, that, and the third. All you bitch ass niggas who don't do that, y'all ain't basically saying they ain't real men if they don't take it. And I was looking at comments and people were like, that might not work for everybody's relationship.
It might not.
A man might not have the financial means to take care of it. So he has a woman to become a team with and support them financially where they can achieve their goal. Yeah. So just because you can do it for your relationship, don't put that on everybody else's relationship. That's
and
not,
that may not be, everyone
like
isn't expecting the same thing. I think for so long we've been, a lot of things have been put into like this cookie cutter thing. And if you don't fit that, then, something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we need to get into a mindset of, okay, well, if you don't fit what I think it should be, it doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means that we don't work, and that's fine.
Yeah,
like,
and the way I think about, especially my relationship, we enhance each other. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm less in, she increases, and whatever she's less in, I increase for her, and that's what a relationship is like. You know what I'm saying? You just build off of each other. You confirming it?
What up? Look, her face this time was like,
all right.
Yeah.
You said the right thing finally.
About time. It's like, you gonna get some Yeeks tonight. You gonna get some Yeeks.
I'm not going over her house.
Oh,
damn, dog.
Damn, bro. You do that heavy wrist action, bro.
That 5-knuckle shuffle.
Like, you know, it's like
no fat November.
It was just,
I never thought me growing up. I never was like, yo, I need to, do everything as a man. No.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's a team effort.
It's a
like
team effort.
y'all both in this.
And what that looks like is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What that looks like is different. So it's always an interesting thing. I think the last time we had one of those conversations, it was he was like, like when you do have the financial burden of always paying when you go on a date, like sometimes you don't feel like spending money. And by this time we had been dating for like 3 years, and I may have spent money like once for something, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. But you don't.
Low key though, I wouldn't want to see your ass either. Like that's what I said, and he was like, "No, I personally, I don't have an issue with it. Like it doesn't bother me. I don't care." But some men do, and I was like, I could fully understand it if they did, because I mean, he makes really good money, so it's not, and I'm not an extravagant person. Like if there's a lot of money being spent, that's on his initiative, not on mine. You know what I'm saying? But like somebody on my salary, like if I was taking him out, like I mean, shit, you trying to chill?
Trying to get that $5.
My student loan and rent just came out. You got a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just that the fact that
interesting.
People's situations are different. Men don't want to waste their time and money trying to take you out on dates, spending all this money, and it ain't going nowhere. It's like, that shit is
it's
bullshit.
Though.
You be thinking about all the other shit. I could have spent this money on something else. Like,
how many stories have I told you about that shit, bro?
Shit booty.
That's bruh. I be ready. Like seriously, when I was single, like get a contract signed or something like that. Hey, after 3 days, we ain't going nowhere with this shit.
Let me know.
Give me my. You gotta reimburse me my money.
Yeah.
Because I'm wasting money and time, and I'm using the money because the way I look at a date, I shouldn't have to spend all this extra money just to have a date with you. Like we could just go take a walk, get to know each other. The point of the date is to get to know you. Right? We're trying to get to know each other, not how much money I'm going to spend on you. Because I can spend all this money on you, and you find out I really don't like this motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, stupid. You didn't even get to know me.
A lot of people think that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I mean, it's some men out there that feel that same way, and those people can get together. But it was an enlightening point of view for me, because it just wasn't something that I've never been in a position where I paid for dates, and it doesn't cross my mind. You're ignorant. It doesn't cross my mind.
The mean and shit like.
So it was just something that, like, even now, like if someone asked me to go Dutch, for my personal preferences, we could do it, but we're not gonna go further than that. I understand it's based on financial, like where you are financially and what you're willing to spend, and I fully get that. But that's just not what I personally want. I can't stand him. That's not what I personally want. But I'm also not gonna knock that man because that's what he prefers. Because I fully get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I fully get it. So, because bitches be out here eating for free.
Trying to tell you to go Dutch, bro. I'm like, yeah, we about to get this 4 for 4. We gotta go Dutch. Like, god damn, nigga, what the fuck?
So then it's gonna be a thing of, okay, if he tell you go, if he like, we're going Dutch on at Roof Chris or some shit, that's fine. What if he like, I mean, what I'm saying is, what if the quality of the date is not like super great? What if it's like a 2 for $20 at Chili's or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all just
Wait, what do you mean? Like, what if he
Like-
says, let's go Dutch on something?
no. What if he's like he's gonna pay for it, but it's gonna be a cheap date? Is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, there's cheap places to eat with good food. Personally, I don't
Wow.
fuck with Applebee's or Chili's.
Bruh,
but we can find
Applebee's
some
is so
cheap
fucking
places
trash.
It is. They don't
I
season
haven't
their
been
food.
there.
That
Oh,
shit
okay. I
trash.
haven't
They don't
been there
season
in a
their
while.
food.
The one in Rock Hill too, trash.
Absolute trash. But you know, I like Outback. I like fucking. I used to like Cheddars. They changed the
Yo,
biscuits on my ass.
you like
now, so
Outback?
but-
I always get the croissants. I don't get the biscuits.
Oh man, they had the poppy seed bread. You had the honey butter. I used to fuck that shit up.
Yeah.
So yeah, shit like that don't bother me.
Outback.
But even now, you're ignorant. Even now, like after having that conversation,
Outback,
if I am
Outback.
like, if someone's like, "Hey, let's go out" or something like that, like if he's not like for sure, let's go out on a date. I want to take you, blah blah blah. Like that's your initiative. I'm not gonna push it. I'm gonna be like, we can meet for coffee.
Not getting that.
That's something neutral. You know what I'm saying?
Back out.
I like Starbucks. If he's ignorant, I like Starbucks.
Below that.
So.
Starbucks.
A frappuccino.
Oh God. Anywho, on a
Swallow
more
my
serious.
cappuccino. You ain't
actually
never
good.
seen that shit?
Then you come up with a
No, Zach and Miri
What they
make a
call it?
porno. That's what they made it. It was the name of the porno was "Swallow My Cappuccino."
Oh, damn.
Oh, did he
Oh,
come in a cup
man.
and she swallowed it?
No, go
No,
watch Zach.
ew.
No, Zach is
That's
it's a comedy. It was with
I
Seth
didn't-
How was
Rogen.
that nasty?
No, that's disgusting. But it's funny as shit.
Ow.
Just
Whatever. Let's just
whatever.
That's just disgusting.
All right.
Go watch
Or-
Zach and Miri.
Yeah, I
make
did
a
not wanna
porno.
know.
Oh no, I wouldn't drink cum out of the cup. I don't like the taste, so that's not my thing.
No, but it's just.
Unless you like on a nuts and berries diet, that changes the taste.
Nuts and berries.
Nuts and butts.
Definitely wouldn't drink that one.
Pretty sure that's called truffle butter.
Ah, I like it.
Some
That's
of
good.
Jawberries and blueberries.
That's
Why do
good.
we do this every time?
I don't know.
Okay, so I did want to talk about one more thing serious.
Okay.
So recently, two of my good friends from high school, they had jury duty, like at the same time, ironically. But one of my friends, she was saying how her job doesn't allow them to take PTO or like any type of paid leave for jury duty, right? Like it's not required, like state required, so they don't do it. So if whatever you miss, you just miss.
Okay.
And the state itself pays you like $15 a day or some shit like that. So when she went in, and I guess like they asked if there's any reason that someone can't be here or whatever, like she was like, listen, I don't get paid while I'm here and I need some money. So the judge was like, don't worry, you're excused. And she was like, she was the only African American there, like out of the entire jury pool. Huh?
She was the token.
No, they pull those randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull them randomly. But what it made me think about it is how often does this happen, and like how does it affect the makeup of the jury and the verdict of the jury? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't getting paid.
Yeah, because I mean, legally in most states they can't fire you because you have to go to jury duty, but they're not required to pay you because you have to go to jury
That's
duty.
if you. I mean, I guess it just depends on the company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
it's up to
working
the
for
company.
the government, they.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah, but like, let's say if you're like working for a McDonald's, or if you're working for like this one, it's like an event planning place. So like one of her coworkers missed almost 2 weeks worth of work, and like they were dead, like they were almost behind in their bills because he missed 2 weeks worth of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So imagine someone who's like maybe 4 kids, 2 jobs. You get called for jury duty. If you don't go, you go to jail. If you go, you missing a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't.
The good thing about jury duty is if you do tell them that, like, not even 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10,
they'll let you go.
They're like, yeah, go ahead and go.
Yeah,
It's fine. So they don't even care.
But that to me, that's another issue because that's not really a jury of your peers. That's not a true makeup of the community. And so when people render verdicts, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could argue that, okay, well, this is the law and they present this to you and anybody can see if the law is broken or not. But when it comes to reasonable doubt, a lot of that is implied, or a lot of that is infected by personal bias. So I may, as an African American female who grew up in the hood, if Lil John or Trey or whoever was like, nah, I wasn't there, I was blah 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 XYZ, I might be more amped to believe him because I know what it's like to be in the hood. But little Sally Sue, who grew up and fucking behind a gated community, like that shit don't even make no sense. That's not a valid reason. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder like how that affects verdicts.
Well,
and
this is how I see it. I'm just talking about the jury part. Maybe it need to be a compromise for the state saying, if you can show that you're gainfully employed, we'll match your salary for the days that you're doing jury duty. But in turn, we might have to raise the taxes of the citizens. Would the citizens in turn agree to that?
I don't know any citizens
thing,
that would agree to raise
okay,
taxes,
so
but
at the same time,
but
how
that,
often
so
do people go on jury duty? You know
I mean, I know in South Carolina you get called once every you can get called once every 3 to 4 years, but there's 3 different types of court. So there's magistrate, civil, and criminal. So you could get called for either one, but once you are called, your name doesn't go back into the pool for like 3 or 4 years.
So I've been called at least twice for jury duty.
I've never been called.
Once when I was like 19, I went.
Yeah, I've never been called. So I mean, it's not like it's that often, and I just don't think that they're creating an environment where the jury pool or the jury is a realistic makeup of your peers per se, and I also, for it to be a legal issue, they should make every effort. The government, since they're the ones that's making it a legal issue, should make every effort possible to like lessen that burden on people. In my opinion, like it's in the Constitution. You're supposed to have a jury of your peers. Like how many black men are in jail now because they didn't have enough people on the jury that believed them? Just curious.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it should be a compromise between the state where they will match, the salary of. Yeah. So that way that, like, let's say they have 6 jurors who are black on a case that's dealing with maybe an unarmed black man got killed and there's a white officer on trial. Yeah. But out of those 6, only 1 or 2 can make it because of the 4 can't miss work. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But if there was a way where they could match the salaries, it would keep that jury intact as is. So, or at least maybe it doesn't even have to. Maybe it could be like a law of, you know what I'm saying, like have the employers at least give them like half of a pay, and then they match the half. You know what I'm saying? Or they could do it like maybe they give the employer some kind of tax break. Maybe, something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the thing. All these monies people got, they could easily pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They could, but it's like, they gotta make a fucking reason. We gotta. Why would a company, if you're not gonna force a company? No, I'm not talking about the company. I'm not talking about the company. I'm talking about the state in general. Like they can pay for that shit. I mean, they can, but things have to be voted on by the citizens. They ain't just throw money at shit like that. Some people might not be with it, okay. Some people not, because someone who doesn't know that struggle might just be like, well, no, I don't, like, why? No, that doesn't make any sense. Like, either show up or don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how you don't know that struggle unless you live it. Because I've never had that problem. Like, the last time I went, I was working up in Charlotte. I was like, I'm going to be at jury duty for like 3 or 4 days. They're like, all right, just, call in sick. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even have to do that. They just fill out, what's the name, sick leave when you get back. So I got paid for my sick leave for not being there, and jury duty paid me. So I was like, all right, thanks. You got paid. Yeah, we know the states have the money to do it, but if states and the government start spending money without people voting on or having any kind of say in it. Yeah, not necessarily. Not on shit like that. Not on shit like that. That's something that directly affect people's lives. Like, people won't vote on that. Like, I'm just saying, they got all this money to spend on extra shit, and they can't spend money on that. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't look at it as far as the government having all this extra money. I feel like these jobs and employers, like, you need, like, have sick leave, something. Like, you gotta have something in line for certain situations like that, because it could happen. We don't know when. It's a known unknown, so it can happen. Yeah, like, but why, a lot of times you don't, and this is like for a lot of minimum wage jobs, so they don't have to offer like all of the full benefits like sick leave, PTO, and healthcare and all of that shit. Like they'll keep you like at 33 hours. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have to offer you any of that. You know what I'm saying? And chances are, if you working that, you probably got to get a second job, because minimum wage at 32 hours, that shit ain't hitting on nothing if you got mouths to feed. You know what I'm saying? Better work at the warehouse. What's the warehouse? Any warehouse. Oh. At least you're getting 40. Yeah, you'll get the 40 now. You ain't lying about that. We need people for overtime. So, yeah. I mean, it's just it was just something that I never really thought about until they were both talking about how they had jury duty, and I was like, damn, I wonder like how many verdicts would have gone a different way if that wasn't the case. Probably millions.
And then it all depends on what city, what county, what
Yeah.
district, all that shit. So a lot of that plays into a part.
So do you think now that it needs to be some kind of transparency as far as actually picking the jurors? Does it need to be random, or does there need to be some kind of structure of having a certain amount of different ethnicities for different?
I personally think like if it's on a county level, whatever that population makeup is, that's what the jury should reflect.
So,
That's my personal opinion. But I'm a numbers person, so to me that makes sense.
So, go ahead.
But like at this point, like lawyers also have the right to dismiss people based on what they think is going to help their case.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they only, I think it's like a certain amount of, I guess, revotes that you get. Like each side gets to choose who they want. You know what I'm saying? So they still need that because the defense still, that gives the defendant a fair trial and also gives the prosecutor what they need. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it's about swaying the jury. You know, it's an emotional game. They get up there and they talk. That's what they do. I mean, the facts and the science are there, but it's about who sells it the best, and you need people that's going to relate to what you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
So,
I watched enough Law and Order. I know that.
Well,
yeah.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say when I went to jury duty, the whole thing was, like, all right, they'll call you, and then they'll have both of the lawyers kind of just look over what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Beforehand, I don't know, for us, they asked us, hey, what do you do, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you have any problems with race, anything like
Yep.
that, like any reason,
Yeah.
And it's crazy because a lot of the people they were saying, nah, I'm looking like, bro, you don't fuck with these practices. And I'm looking at some of the white folks like, you don't fuck with these niggas. So cut it out. But you can definitely see, because when I was on the jury panel, like, it was a good mixture, like young, old, black, white, gay, straight, all that shit. Like, they pretty much had everything there. Like, the whole crime, I'm not even gonna talk about the crime, but I'm like, yo, this shit was whack as fuck. I'm like, man, I'm mad you needed a jury for this shit. Like, nigga, we clearly see you did some shit, because they had video of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Them body cams is a bitch. So, I was like, I'm looking like, that nigga did it.
Love my case over. Ain't no reason about nigga.
Bro, I'm like,
no reasonable doubt.
no, I'm just looking like, because I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, yeah, you, nigga,
you fuck.
why didn't you just stop when they said stop, motherfucker? Like, what the fuck, bro? You could have easily beat that. Your pride is what got you here. You need to sit on this shit for a little bit, bro. Like, come on, man. But yeah, like, they do have something, in place where it kind of at least evens it out in some type of way, or at least, I guess, the perception is that it'll even out. So, I mean, the couple of times, like I said, I felt bad because both of the people were black. I'm like, God damn it. But they both did, like, well, the first one, when I did it years ago, I'm like, nah, man, I ain't about to get him for that. He ain't do shit, man. We like, man, that nigga not guilty, man. Fuck that shit. But this one right here, I was like, nigga, you guilty as fuck. Like, cut it out, bro. Like, you cutting up, and he cut up. The whole case started because he cut up in the courtroom previously. So I'm like, how you cut up in this same said courtroom previously?
Not said courtroom.
And then want to wild out and then gonna look at us like, come on, man. I'm like, no, bitch, you dumb.
People do that.
I will say, when I did jury duty, the one thing I remember coming away from that whole experience, even though it was a while ago, is you need to have a good lawyer. Because they can have all the evidence in the world, but if your lawyer don't know how to present it in a way...
Yeah, you fuck.
If you got a trash-ass lawyer...
You fuck, dog.
I'm telling you, you got to have a lawyer out here.
You know what kind of lawyer you need? You need a hood lawyer, too. He know everything. He's like, I got you, bro. I'm going to get you. That's the kind of lawyers you need.
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm serious, though.
You fuck. That's all I know, dog.
They know when you fuck and they know when
That's
they
just
get
like
through.
those dudes that are in Rikers Island, like waiting for trial. I saw one dude. I randomly watch documentaries on YouTube. But he was like, he'd been in Rikers Island 4 years waiting on the trial. This man said he had 23 ADAs, 10 different judges, and ain't got a court date yet.
That man is...
Bro, you're fucked.
He about to serve time.
You're fucked.
You might as well just serve time.
You're fucked,
Whatever
dog.
the crime
You're
was.
fucked. I don't know the crime. They might have said it, but I was just like, damn, that's crazy.
Lucy.
Y'all know, like, Saul Goodman and shit? Bro, he the best.
Bro, you're talking about the show. Shut up.
But that's what tripped me out about a lot of cats who in the games, quote unquote, they spend money on all kind of dumb shit, but them niggas don't have no money side for a lawyer.
They ain't got
you know
no
you
bail
gonna get jammed
money.
up.
You
They
got
get
no
jammed
lawyer
up. They ain't got no
fees
bail
up.
money, no lawyer money.
You supposed to have a lawyer
But your-
retainer
but
if
your
you in
car-
these streets.
You
If
got
you
every
moving
pair of
major
Jordans
league,
out. Your car sitting on 30s. You got gold in your
Listen.
mouth. Ain't got no fucking
two
lawyer.
things you supposed to put something in the ground, and you supposed to put something in your lawyer hand every month. Y'all niggas wildin'.
Wow. Whole other story for a whole nother episode.
I'm just saying, in another life, I was
in
an
the game,
assassin.
we know that shit. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's just
like
common
fundamentals.
sense. Because prison or death is an eventuality in the game, so you got to prepare for
Exactly.
both.
Yeah.
A little knowledge for you young bucks out there. You're welcome. No,
Yeah.
I ain't never lived a life, but
The more
I
you
imagined
know.
it.
With kid.
Exactly. But I think that was a pretty good episode, man.
I agree.
I liked it. It was nice
Missed you
and
guys.
refreshing. Thank you, Kia, for having dope topics. You always be having something that's like, okay, that's dope.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Guys.
Subjects are huge.
Perfect.
Huge.
I was
We
going to
talk
not
about-
talk about him, but
We're
fuck
not
him.
talking about him. We're
not
talking
talking
like
about
him.
Fuck him. yo.
Yeah.
Difference.
All I know for
The
people, the
impeachment.
impeachment shit is starting. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
They got
for
a
it.
lot of shit.
It's about to be. I can get some popcorn.
I got a feeling.
I believe
it's
it
not
when I
meant
see
to
it.
be.
Let me tell you what I found absolutely funny. The fact that when they interviewed, what's my man, Trump's son?
David?
Donald
Donnie
Trump.
Jr.
Trump.
Donnie Jr.
Yeah.
When they interviewed this man on The Real, I think it was The Real. The one that, not The Real.
No,
the
The
View.
View. That shit was
Oh,
John
wow.
McCain daughter.
Bro, he, not once did he ever deny that the shit took place. It wasn't oh no, that's all lies. It was well, who is the whistleblower? Like, that is, that shit slayed the fuck out of me,
I ain't saying
dog.
we ain't do it, we did it, but
You
who
know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
snitching?
Who the fuck told? Who the fuck told? Just say the problem. Who the fuck told?
I can neither confirm nor deny we
Fuck
did
told.
it.
Bro.
Who the fuck
That
told?
nigga
Which
dumb.
one of y'all niggas Takashi out here? Man,
That
fuck
nigga
y'all.
dumb, bro. Like, that whole family's stupid.
Yeah, they
bro.
stupid.
I mean, but it's a beautiful diversion. Like, publicly, it's a beautiful diversion because those people that are his base followers, they'll hold that. It's more than just facts and logic for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than that. So anything to give a narrative that's outside of that, anything to give them something else to focus on,
Yeah.
it works. It's fucking. I mean, I don't know who his publicist is, but fucking killing it.
Yeah. Fuck Donald Trump.
Fucking killing it.
Fox News is public.
So, I think that's a good bit about this episode.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I liked it, man. This was fun. Shout out to Jake, Joe, everybody, been tuning in, all the people that's been watching and all that good stuff. We appreciate y'all. Like, I've been saying and I'm gonna keep saying, share it. Maybe somebody might like it. So,
Ooh, speaking of ignorance and Trump followers, I heard this quote on Criminal Minds because that's my fucking show.
Jesus.
And
You just want to see that little light skinned nigga. What's his name?
no, I like that show. Reed is actually my favorite. Like, I always thought he was cute. But anywho, the quote says, "Reason is not automatic. Those who deny it cannot be conquered by it."
Let that marinate.
I love it.
I'm too sleepy to let it marinate.
That's code for you can't argue with ignorant ass people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That sounded better.
if they don't subscribe to logic, what you doing?
That's 80% of the people we work with.
So,
Yeah, man. This is Sean, Mr. NG Brick City.
Parody.
Benjamin Button, Henny Harlan.
I wanted him to keep going, actually, because those are hilarious to me.
This is Play With Your Pearl. D.
Oh!
I did that.
And I'm just Oz today. No extra shit.
Good.
Did Rick and Morty
Till
come out
next week.
already?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
watch it.
I'm watching it tomorrow. Shut the fuck up, Oz.
Fucked
it
up.
came out on the 13th?
It came out on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sunday?
Yo, you missed how many?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow,
The
though.
Edge of Tomorty.
That shit
I'm
DVD.
going to
That shit
Hulu
was
when I
good.
get home tonight. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
lit.
I gotta watch it tomorrow because Tiara forced me to wait, so I gotta wait.
Oh, I wonder. I'll ask if he wants to watch it together. We haven't watched
Well,
it.
I've been watching Titan, so watch that. It's a pretty good
still
show.
watch it.
It's good. But yeah, man, this was episode 1, 2, 4.
You can count.
Yeah.
Not really, because
I'm dumb.
Hold on, don't say it.
Stupid.
What though? Something. She a
You
thought though.
stupid.
I hate that fucking song.
I don't even know the song.
That song's stupid.
I still haven't heard it.
You don't want to hear it. You don't want to see the video. It's stupid. Okay. We just want to leave it at that. It's trash. But yeah, man, this is the Unfamous Podcast, yo. Thank y'all for listening. We'll holler at y'all later. All right.
Bye.
Peace. I hate that song.